know who you been in love with, who be running around up in this public, kissing your cheek and making all this love shit. It's in the past and baby, I'm above it. Give me your love, give me your love, I want that now. Give me your love, I got that crown, yeah. I don't know why we be asking stupid questions, cause if it was up to me, I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know. I don't need to know, I don't need to know, I don't need to know, no, who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know. Baby, you already know everything I do for us, and you should let it go. Dominoes, I line them up and then I let them go. Geronimo, and that's my heart. And when you really go off with that shit, you be yelling and shit, talking about my shit that I did before you. Let go, let go. You know what we have is so special. So I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. No. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. No. Who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know. 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 I don't need to know who you been with, who you see it, who you love it. I don't need to know.
You have been knocking, but I won't let you in.
I'll tell you this, guys.
You
It's gonna take me a couple minutes to light all these fucking
You can't
candles.
come
We got a lot of
in.
candles going tonight.
You cannot browse my house. I'm not open. And furthermore, you need to show who is this stranger? Who is this mystery man? You ain't no neighbor. You ain't no friend. You are not welcomed inside. You cannot sit in. And furthermore, you need to show. If you wanna see inside of me, I'ma need to see your ID. 'Cause if we gon' go deeper, I'ma need to see what's beneath the surface of your smile. If you weren't staying,
Are you really worried about my candles?
I said better things to get between my knees. I'll grab the things from out my store. But you're so dumb, you better know. You'd rather steal and take what others work for. But I'm the only store that got what you need. But you gon' have to work for these groceries.
Hanging on the block, why not come inside? I bet so on the low, I know you got vibe. I know you won't ride the easy way down, but working for the pussy will get the behind. Flexing with the Jesus piece, you real freak. You about to freeze my knees for real tank. With your mink cylinders with a wink, your breast tank, baby. 50 feet, where's your fucking ID?
If you wanna see inside of me, I'ma need to see your ID. 'Cause if we gon' go deeper, I'ma need to see what's beneath the surface of your smile. If you weren't staying away, why go to a mall? I believe the things you see will get you to the stars.
Who's ready for the show? We've been preparing, man. We got some fun stuff today.
Like ice, and there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know why I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor.
Fight it, you scum!
God, that one is not good for the ears. We're going to do one more song, then we're going to get the show started. Yes, here we go. Oh my God, this is going to be fun. All right, who's excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? Let's get pumped up. We got Bex in the house. Hello, hello, hello. What's with the sad face? Why do we have a sad face? What is up with that? What's up? Hello. Hi. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Ooh. Let the warm wave of CJ take you over. Ooh. It's getting mysterious. Woo! All right, we got started. What's up, everybody? How we all doing? Hello, hello. Look at what we got going on today, man. Here, let me just look. Look at all this shit, man. It took me at least 30 minutes to set up all these fucking candles. Look at all these candles. Look at that. So we got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total candles today, which is a lot. Got a couple other things on display here. I thought we'd add to the set a little bit. First of all, we got the couch. We got the couch over there, so we got a little couch situation over there, which I like. And then we also got this. So I want to show you guys this. This is one of my prized possessions. This is a participation trophy at a underground poker club that I went to in Waltham, Massachusetts. So we got this right here. And then we got a Lego version of my face. I mean, look at how amazing this is. Thank you all so much for coming by. We got so many fun, stupid fucking stories to talk about today, man. I mean, we've just been causing nothing but problems. In like a really fun way, though. I mean, listen, I'm glad I finally got some like-minded people around me because, you know, every circle you go into in the internet takes everything so fucking seriously. It's just so frustrating how seriously these people take this shit. It's like whenever something happens, yeah, you always have to say what your take is. You got to say your real take. Finally, I found a group of people that understand we take the chaos option. That's what we take. Oh, hold on a second. I know what's going on here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Put the limiter on. Put on the medium compression right there. We got to get these audio settings right. Let's see here. Shure MV7. Turn that all the way to the top. Okay, I mean, we should be in business. This should be sounding pretty good. You're putting your neighbors' lives at risk. honestly, the walls here are pretty much fucking paper thin, so I can only imagine the type of things that these people think about me. I mean, the type of shit that I'm just fucking screaming. You have to understand, right around this corner over here is the front lot. This is the lobby. This is where the staircase is. So everybody walks up and down these stairs all day long. So as I'm talking, there's people that are just walking down the stairs just listening to the crazy fucking bullshit that I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. So I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine the type of shit that they've heard. I am a sketchy individual. You do not want me as a neighbor. I'm not a good neighbor, man. I'm not a good neighbor at all. All these fucking... no, that's not true at all. Listen, do you know what I'm doing all day? When I'm not doing this, I'm fucking helping all my old lady Dominican neighbors up the stairs with their groceries. That's seriously what I'm doing all day. I give tours. I help old ladies up the stairs with their groceries. And then I'm making fun of critical Canadian. That's kind of what I'm doing. Do neighbors complain when you smoke weed? Honest to God, okay, if you visit New York City, the first thing that you're going to notice is the entire fucking city smells like weed. Every single person in this whole city is high. Nobody cares about weed. It's not really a thing. Speaking of which, I think it's time right now. Let's smoke a little bit of weed. Yes, we got the trafficking African in here. I love this guy. Are you a troublesome neighbor? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good. Except, okay, here's one thing I'll tell you guys. So there's one time I was doing a stream, and we had on this guy. He was this really fucking weird, like, Destiny clone type guy. His name was Pons. And I was home alone, and I'd done the dishes, didn't think about it, went back, started streaming. Turns out, we're going through this whole fucking 2-hour conversation with this guy, Pons. He's telling me that, he was a victim of this, like, occult sort of crazy shit that when he was in high school, his one of his teachers groomed him, and she was, like, satanic and into witchcraft and shit. And he's going on and on and on about this stuff. All of a sudden, I get a phone call from Naomi, like, hey, are you using the dishwasher right now? And all of a sudden, I run into the kitchen. The whole fucking floor was flooded. I flooded the entire floor. The water was dripping into my downstairs neighbor's house. So that is a real thing that happened. And frankly, I thought I was under some type of curse-related scenario because of all like the occult, like devil, witch-related stuff. I thought I was under some type of like a crazy spell or something like that. Friendly reminder to take your meds. All right, fair enough. I'm not on any meds right now. Feels nice to not be on meds. I look down on people who take medication. If you're taking medication of any sort, you're worse than me. People who are pure of blood, we're the ones that are the master race. Truly, if you need pills, you're a fucking loser of any kind. I don't care if you have fucking cancer. I don't care if you have AIDS or anxiety or fucking bipolar disorder, any of that bullshit. If you take pills, you're less of a human being, and I want you to remember that. If you guys can take away one life lesson from this stream, that's what I want you to really come away thinking. Especially Adderall, man. I'm so sick of people fucking talking to me about Adderall. Oh, Adderall. I need Adderall. I need my prescription meth every single day. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're telling me that meth makes you more productive? Wow. Oh, who would have thought? Oh, and it's okay because a doctor gave it to you? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, fucking, in the 1930s, the doctor gave my son cocaine. It doesn't make that shit good, you fucking idiot. We are an anti-mental health podcast. We are pro viewer advocacy. We are a prank podcast. We're not trying to get any people with severe mental disabilities hanging out in this chat. Honest to God, if you guys find out that we got crazy people in this chat room, I want you guys to take care of them, man. I need you to take care of them. We can't have these fucking inmates running the asylum, okay? Every other part of the internet you're going to go to, these fucking inmates are going to be running the asylum. All the crazy people have fucking taken over. So I want this to be like one of the few places where the crazy people just can't take over. They fucking tried, man. These fucking crazy people have tried. My Discord has been under attack for a year, but we've held strong, man. And every attack, it makes us a little bit stronger. Julian and Blue tried to take me down. Now they work for me. Hashish, he's trying to radicalize my fans into being Muslim extremists. We put a stop to that. We're a pro-Israel Discord server now. So it's like, you can come and you can fucking try, but you're not going to set anything right. Do you think Vinny Beetle would sell his baby? That is a very fucking good question. Would Vinny okay, Ian, the obvious answer is yes, but it's like, how much? How much money? How much money? And speaking of which, you reminded me, the first thing we're going to be talking about is a Mr. Beast tweet. You just reminded me. But yeah, how much money would Vinny Beetle sell his baby for? I'm going to say $25,000. He would do it. But it has to be like quick, liquid cash. It can't be like a payment. It can't be installed payments, 5 payments of $5,000. It can't be like that. It's got to be a consistent fucking $25,000 payment on the dot. That's what it's got to be. But he'll do it. I mean, of course Vinny Beetle would sell his child. Of course. His name is God, that's so funny you're talking about scumbag Vinny. It's so funny because, of course, we know Vinny Beetle as scumbag Vinny, but we knew him from before the scumbag Vinny era when he was known as Vinny Beetle. So Vinny Beetle appeared on Cumtown. They basically called him out for being a bad person and a scumbag, and now all of a sudden he just goes for the rebrand. He's like, okay, fair enough. I mean, if I'm getting popular off this name, this is what I'm going to roll with. So now I'm going to go as Scumbag Vinny. So it looks to me like Vinny, he doesn't like the fact that people think he's a scumbag again. And he's going back to being Vincent Beetle. Benjamin Quick says, check your DMs. Oh, uh-oh. Am I in trouble? We got Benjamin Quick in the DMs. Yo, I don't know if you're... Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got a guest coming on right now. I like starting the show off with a little bit of fun. Doesn't like the fact that people think... Hey, Ben.
Yo, what's up?
How we doing, man?
Good.
Here,
You hear me all right?
Let me make sure that everybody else can hear you. I got to change some of the settings here. What's going on with you, man? How you been?
Not too much. I got to allow my camera to go show up here.
Okay,
on.
I believe everybody should be able to hear you. Okay, so let me switch so everybody can see you. Guys, this is my friend Ben Quick. Ben is one of the best. I fucking love Ben. I haven't talked to Ben. I haven't talked to you in a while,
Dude,
man.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I know. I miss you.
Same.
So we've been like, as a tradition, we've been starting these shows with like different musical guitar comedy. You know what I mean? So I figured, fucking, let's get Ben on. Let's get Ben to open up this motherfucking show.
All right.
And you're down with that?
You want to do it?
So you got some songs for us, Ben? You got a song you're going to sing for us to start off the show?
I got a handful of songs. I do 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. They're pretty short, so...
Perfect. Okay, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben Quick. He's going to do a guitar performance to start off the show. Everybody give it up for Ben Quick.
All right, so this one goes out to Yee, our friend Kanye.
Oh, a Kanye, yes.
The Holocaust never happened. To be something I liked, I'm not a fan of it. I wish that the Holocaust never happened, but it did, and that's not all right. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give it up for Ben Quick. Yes, that's the first song.
Yeah, it's first. I just, a real brave stance. I wanted to make sure everyone knows where I stand on that. So.
Wow, I love it. All right, what else you got for us?
All right, let's go. Should we stick with a little bit more of a solemn theme?
Sure. Yeah. Solemn theme. I like.
This is about belief, because in the same, fake news, everything else going on, media's always putting a spin on shit.
Right. Just be aware. You're opening the show, so you're setting a somber tone. So just be aware of that.
It's all good. In a world full of mysteries, it's hard to know what to believe. everyone has their own truth, and if we disagree, we call it fake news. But there's one thing that I know. There's one thing that I know, and that's if you believe in ghosts, you're a fucking moron. I cannot help you. Wow. Don't know what to tell you. But if you see goo, that's not ectoplasm. That's probably just jizz. And you should go wash your hands.
All right. Well, guys, everybody, give it up for Ben Quick. Everybody in the audience, listen. I want you all here. Ben, stick around for a minute here. Stick around for a minute. Let's just get a little bit of feedback from the crowd over here. Are you in the stream, by the way? Can you see the chat room?
I was. I mean, the stream was a little delayed.
Yeah, you know, go into the chat room. Okay, everybody, right now. So those are the two songs that our guitar comedian of the night, Ben Quick, sang for us. Give us your feedback. Give us a 0 out of 10 rating. I mean, what are we thinking about this? I don't think I've heard this ghost one before. What is this ghost one?
It's just a simple, silly one. I don't think you've heard either of those before.
I don't think I've heard either of those before. Absolutely not.
Those are one's just a current event one, obviously, but
he could be the next Dimitri Martin. Somebody says, Ben.
It works. I'll take it.
Yeah. Do you believe that?
I mean, no, but I mean, I'll take the comparison.
Oh my God, somebody gives you a fucking 10. Ben, I mean, I can't even thank you enough for coming in and opening up the show, man. This has been such a fucking treat. Thank you so much, man.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah, and I would love to have you on. Even if you wanted to come on, so a lot of what this show is, it's like, I do it on, it's like segments, right? Like, so I basically like write out a bunch of topics or whatever. So if you wanted to come on and just like shoot the shit, like react to stuff, we would love to have you on.
Dude, anytime you want to talk shit, you know I'm down.
Yeah, hell fucking yeah. All right, everybody, that's Ben Quick. Any social you want to plug? Anything you want to be plugging?
I mean, you can check my Instagram. I got a lot of content on there. And my YouTube. I have a YouTube, Garden Fresh Beats. Beats, Beats. It's like some comedy songs. If you want to see more of my comedy music, it's all on my YouTube. So
Garden Fresh
Beats out.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Alrighty, Ben. Well, I am going to be headed out of here. Thank you very much for calling in, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. That was Ben Quick. I like this tradition of starting some of these shows off with a little bit of guitar comedy. What do you guys say? Let's kick things off. We're going to talk about Chris the motherfucking narc to start off the show today. How does that sound to everybody else? We love hating on Chris the motherfucking narc, man. We love it. And I love the position that he got put in. Because, you know what? This is one of those fucking guys. He wants to play both sides always. You know, him and fucking Bo Blocks and all these guys, they all hedge their motherfucking bets, man. They're, gonna be friends with Keemstar and H3 at the same time, as if that makes any fucking sense. And Chris the Narc is doing something extremely similar, but he's doing it between Salvo and Xylee. And finally, this fucking coward has been put into a push come to shove type situation. And it's so fun watching an absolute fucking loser coward be put. His back is against the fucking wall. He had to choose a side. Let's see what side he chose. Oh, man, this is so good. All right, let's check this out. 3-minute clip. I'm going to move this over to here. There we fucking go. Oh, man. Do you guys hate Chris the Narc as much as me? I think this guy is such a fucking loser. He's a fucking police officer. It's like this guy, he went from being a fucking police officer to being like a YouTuber. And it's like he can't even afford clothes, so he can't even like afford an outfit to be a YouTuber. So he had to use his old police uniform to actually do streams. It's like so pathetic. It's like, buy some fucking clothes, loser.
All right, so do you want to keep bringing that up? Then let's just burn the bridge right now. I think Salvo I think Salvo at the end of the day is somebody that I can see.
Count anytime you listen to Chris the Narc, count the amount of times he says, at the end of the day, at the end of the day. This guy's such an idiot.
Friend, but realistically, the way that he acts towards people that I know and towards this community, at the end of the day, Salvo needs to cut it the fuck out and quit doing this bullshit. Quit having his little fucking stands do shit. Quit having them come into people's chat.
Quit having his stands do shit. It's like, dude, what's so frustrating about somebody like Chris the Narc is he would be all about the type of shit that we do. It's just the fact that it involves him. He didn't like the fact that it involves him. You know, if he wasn't involved, he would be the #1 fan. But he's actually too much of a fucking pussy. He's too much of a pussy to take a little bit of what he fucking dishes out. You know, look at his channel, man. His channel, by his own fucking standards, would be a bullying channel. So it's like, dude, if you're in the fucking kitchen and you can't take the heat, get back to the streets, get back to being a cop, get back to fucking shooting unarmed black people. You got to go back to the old life. You're not cut out for this shit, okay? The police union is not going to fucking protect you on YouTube. It doesn't work that way. No more getting bailed out by your fucking, mafioso family. You're a loser. You're a total fucking loser. This guy's the worst.
That shit gets fucking stale. And your shtick is getting old, Salvo.
Dude, this guy, I mean, he's got the balls to call what Salvo does shtick while he's wearing a police uniform. The guy's wearing a police uniform, and he's telling Salvo that he's, like, doing a shtick. It's like, really, dude? I don't think that you should be the one opening your mouth up about this.
It's getting fucking old. You want me to take a fucking stance? Here's the stance. Your shtick is old, bro. It's fucking done. It's overplayed. It's gotten to the point where you're starting to really piss off people that I actually talk to.
See that he's too stupid. He just like, I mean, he just gives the game away right there. So he's like, here, I'll scroll back a little bit so you can hear this. He's too dumb to even know how much he's giving us. Here, let's listen.
It's gotten to the point where you're starting to really piss off people that I actually talk to. And
so we're pissing off people that you actually talk to. And guess what, Chris? The only people that you actually talk to online are a bunch of losers. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, of course we're going to make fun of them. They're the people who are giving us the strongest reactions. Like Xylee and Tipster and all these people. They're some of the stupidest that we have. And it's like, they have some amount of an audience. So it's like, yeah, of course, those are the people who are going to get picked on. What? Oh, we're not supposed to pick on the woman who is having she's screaming. They say that I suck Augie's dick. It's like, yeah, if a woman is going to get on camera and start screaming about how she didn't suck Augie's dick, yeah, obviously we're going to keep pushing because it's funny. It's like, if you don't want people coming back at you, don't give us what we want, And I'm sorry that your friends are a bunch of losers. I can't control that. Maybe get some better friends. I mean, what other solution is there?
For me, I don't give a shit. Burn effigies of me. That shit was hilarious. I thought that shit was funny. I don't care. But when it comes to people that I know, and it comes to the community that
how many times have you heard this speech? You could pick on me all you want, but if you go after my family, things are a little different. It's like, dude, shut up. These are all YouTubers, man. What, we're not allowed to go after YouTubers because you're friends with them. Okay.
Grew up watching. Fuck you. Cut it the fuck out.
Not very impactful.
You want me to take a stance? There's my fucking stance.
Not very impactful.
At least you stand for something.
Dude, this reminds me of when Mr. Girl was on the No Jumper podcast, and the Mr. Girl forced the co-host to call him a pedophile. That's kind of like what this is, where it's like, Chris is too much of a coward to actually say his opinion. So it's like, you got to put his fucking back against the wall, otherwise he's not going to say anything.
It's like a little
Well, no,
embarrassing how much
it's called me just trying to help out where I can and keep everything under control. But realistically, I shouldn't give a fuck, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. This, at the end of the day, is me saying fuck this.
Yeah, it really sounds like this really sounds like somebody who doesn't give a fuck, right? This guy who's going on this big angry rant. Really, it doesn't sound like he cares at all. No, just keep doing it, right? If you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't be upset at all. How about that? You ever thought about that? By the way, Shadow, thank you for the donation. I didn't thank you for the donation. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, let's keep watching this.
This is fucking retarded. This is not worth my fucking time. Not when I have other shit going on.
Dude, you don't have anything going on. All the opportunities that have been given to you have been squandered. You know, you were on the Keemstar show and you couldn't hack it, you know? You couldn't get anything right. Anytime Salvo or Keemstar trusted you to do anything, you fucked it up. So it's like, what are all these things that you're doing? You know, you were doing more. Oh, you were doing more than just the Keemstar show? No wonder you did such a bad job. You had so much on your plate. You're not doing fucking shit, man. Don't act like you're doing anything. What the fuck? Oh, I got so much going on with my little policeman uniform.
Two friends of mine here are getting berated constantly. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I don't care what the fuck is said or what the fuck is done. I don't give a fuck. I still think he's funny. But at the end of the day, you're fucking with people that have done really nice things for me and people that really are supportive. And fuck you for coming after these people. They have done nothing to you. And because you think it's funny to come after people like that.
Yeah, why? See, that's the other thing about these people. They think that the targets that you're supposed to choose when you do this online content, you're supposed to go after people who have gone after you. This guy doesn't realize that is some of the most weak-minded behavior there is. When you only go after people that hate you, you're letting them control you. So I personally get to choose who I hate. If somebody hates me, I'm allowed to like them, okay? Actually, I'm going to go as far as to say this. Whether or not somebody likes me has extremely little to do with whether or not I like them. So this guy, and it's so funny. All these fucking YouTubers are so transparent. They literally only care about things that directly affect them. And other than that, they are completely void of any sort of principles. They will do basically anything as long as their friends kind of give them a pass. That's really what it takes. And we're kind of seeing like little bits of that mentality through Chris. What I love about Chris is, he's like a distillation of a lot of different things that are shitty about YouTube and YouTubers. And we can kind of study him as like sort of like a little microcosm in our petri dish of my show. That's kind of what this is right here. We're trying to observe bad behavior. And I think Chris is really showcasing a lot of bad behavior. I can't stay, but CJ is a legend. I love you all. Enjoy my new son. Okay. Just don't scroll back in this stream. But thank you so much for coming by.
I don't fucking subscribe to that shit. That's it.
Well, there we go.
Wow, now Keemstar's clapping because finally Chris stood up to himself. Chris is such a fucking pussy. Keemstar's yelling at him all the time. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, boss Keemstar. Oh, I'm so sorry. Finally, Daddy Keemstar's like, my son, he stuck up for himself. Thank God, my son. The son I never wanted.
What I do is I try not to fucking bug other people with this bullshit.
Why not? What's wrong with bugging people? You know, it's like we're trying to make content, and sometimes the best way to make content is by getting a reaction out of somebody, you know? You want to get a reaction out of somebody. You don't want to be friendly, like behind the scenes, saying nice stuff to each other. That is like horrible for the audience. Why would the audience want everybody behind the scenes getting along? It's way better if we're all fucking poking and prodding at each other and getting into little spats, getting into little fights. Like, why not? Why would I pretend that, let's say a tipster did something bad. Tipster, he got caught fucking, who knows, something jerking off related, I'm sure. Or, e-girl related. If I personally have been going on all these streams about how, Pokimane is horrible and the simps and, tier 3 Pokimane sub, I can't go and then defend Tipster. Tipster is a tier 3 everybody sub. He's a fucking simp, And that's when you get into problems. When you start having to defend your different friends over the different bullshit that behind the scenes you disagree with. Like, why not just say, I like this guy, but I don't like that he's doing all this, These guys, they're such pussies, man. They're such fucking pussies. They're so afraid. They're all tap dancing around each other. I don't need any fucking friends, man. I'm not doing this YouTube shit to make any fucking friends. If I wanted friends, I'd walk the fuck outside. I'm trying to make some fucking content, and sometimes that means pissing people off. Why don't these people, you would think somebody like Chris the Narc would at least respect that. But right here, he's doing this whole fucking song and dance to protect his friends who would turn their backs on him in a fucking second anyway. It's so frustrating.
I have to, at one point, it's just annoying as shit. That's it.
You know why it's annoying as shit? I can tell you why it's annoying as shit. It's annoying as shit because the responses are always, it's just Salvo. It's Salvo. That's how Salvo is. Salvo doesn't play by...
Dude, these guys, I mean, if you wanted to tally the thousands of dollars that have been collected based on us trolling people behind the scenes, it's like, dude, what we're doing is making people fucking money. Why are you complaining, Chris? The amount of fucking Tommy C streams, Dead on Dave streams, Xylee streams, and Homeboy Edwin streams that have been completely manufactured drama made up by the Salvo News team, if you actually tallied up the amount of money of the amount of donations and subscriptions that got collected on these streams, you would be amazed at the amount of money that these people have been making off of us. And it's like, you're going to get mad at us for causing you should be licking our fucking balls, asshole. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? So you're going to do nothing behind the scenes and be friendly and add no value except for being friendly and duplicitous. Who the fuck wants that? Wouldn't you rather have a crazy guy who makes content and everybody gets good content out of it? Isn't that way better? I don't really get it. So, oh boy, guys, we have a fucking surprise for you. Holy fucking shit, man. So, like I said, man, Chris the Narc, like, we know that he is a YouTuber. He used to be a police officer. So, I found somebody who claims to have worked with Chris the Narc on his police force. So, we're going to talk to him right now. Like I said, hello. Like, we know that he What's up, man? A YouTuber. He used to be a police officer. Steven. Sergeant?
Yes, that works.
How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Thank you very much for having me on. This is pretty cool. Is this like it's a radio show, podcast? How do you do this here?
Yes, it's sort of like a radio show, sort of like a podcast. First of all, guys, this right here is Sergeant Stephen Lewis. Thank you very much for coming on, sir.
Thanks for reaching out to me. This is a very important topic I wanted to get to the bottom of with you here.
Okay. So you're telling me that you used to work on the police force with Chris the Narc. Is this true?
Yeah, that's correct. I appreciate that you use his informant name, Chris the Narc, there. We don't want to go into anybody's actual legal names here, if that's okay. I mean, I'm all right. I'm a public servant, so that's okay to put my name out there, but I don't want to get crossed up on any sort of open cases, if you understand.
Yep, totally get it. So when Chris was on the force, what type of police officer was he? What type of insights can you give us about what he was like during that time period of his life?
Yeah, sure. When he was a young up-and-comer, he was full of, piss and vinegar. Let me tell you, he was out there just cracking skulls like all of us out there are, But then I'll tell you, something happened midway through his life, and he changed, right? I don't know if have you ever seen this movie called The Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel?
No.
All right, well, maybe some of your viewers have seen this movie called The Bad Lieutenant. Let me tell you, Mr. Narc was like much worse lieutenant.
Okay, so So what type of stuff was this lieutenant doing in this
At
movie?
first, again, this is alleged. These are rumors that started to go around, the office here. We heard that he was using his police-issued handcuffs in depraved sex acts. He would do sex crimes with his handcuffs that he got from, his police issue. So that was the first start of rumblings that we heard about this. And then when his wife came to the precinct house to confront him, he smacked her right in the mouth in front of the whole department, in front of the whole unit. He put his hands on his wife.
Holy fuck! So he is so violent. He's willing to hit his wife in front of the whole police precinct.
Yeah, people said that he was out of his mind on cocaine. I know he had access to the drug locker room, and let me just tell you, in my precinct, we're a little lax on the drug testing protocol. So there may have been some of the white lady. You know what I mean?
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! So okay, let me ask you this, because recently Chris has gotten in a lot of trouble for some of the comments that he's made about minorities, people of color, BIPOC. So when he was on the police force, did you notice anything odd about his relationship with minorities, people of color?
Well, he would always say the N-word. He would say the N-word often. He would say it with the hard ER and sometimes with the A. But he was always using that word. Do you know that word? I'm not going to say it here.
Yes, I know.
So I don't know if that
Thank you for not saying it.
Yeah, I don't want to, this isn't compound media. So I get it. We don't want to go too deep into it, but you can, I'm sure, draw your own conclusions with that sort of language. This is, 2022. We don't speak like this anymore. Back a couple years ago and other places, yes, but not here.
Oh my god, that is really So you're saying he was a pretty big piece of shit when he was a cop?
Like I said, not just a bad lieutenant, a way worse lieutenant.
Got it. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Sergeant. Really appreciate your feedback. I mean, this is important stuff. I'm glad somebody can actually set the record straight.
We got to get these scumbags off the street in general. That's what I do. And now I got to worry about the biggest scumbag of all out there just terrorizing the world. I can't have that out there on my watch. No way.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Sergeant. Have a good rest of your evening. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. I mean, listen, that was troubling stuff, man. I mean, listen, if that's the type of stuff he was doing before he was a YouTuber, I mean, think about the type of damage he's going to do if he gets like a cult of personality type thing around him. So again, I mean, I'm just glad somebody can actually set the record straight here, because, man, he was saying that this guy, he hits his wife in the police precinct. I mean, holy fucking shit, man. I mean, that to me was way worse than I thought. That was crazy. But yeah, that was Sergeant Stephen Lewis, everybody. Great guy. Love having him on. I wanted to talk about Mr. Beast for a little while. Here, let me pull up Mr. Beast here. Oh my God. Mr. Beast to me represents how the world is falling. To me, Mr. Beast represents everything wrong. I don't care if this guy plants 1 million fucking trees, right? This guy is destroying culture from the inside out. I mean, he's telling kids don't watch movies, don't go to museums, just watch YouTube videos. If you want to be a YouTuber, watching movies and listening to music is a waste of time. Just watch YouTube videos. It's this guy is literally trying to destroy society. And I think that Mr. Beast, if you gave him the right opportunity, this guy would be a straight up eugenicist. I think that Mr. Beast would be into the same types of shit that the Nazis were into. I really think that, Mr. Beast would do examine your skull size for $10,000 challenge. Whoever has the, most primitive skull, I could see him getting into that type of shit. I could see him as a real racist sack of shit. And I saw maybe the most eugenicist type fucking tweet I've ever seen from Mr. Beast. So let's check this shit out. All right, so Mr. Beast here. I mean, it makes me sick to my fucking stomach that I share the same planet with this guy. I fucking hate Mr. Beast, man. This guy fucking sucks. Who here has had a Mr. Beast burger? That was the worst burger that I've ever had in my fucking life. That was a disgusting burger. Oh my God. I was so sick after I ate the Mr. Beast burger. But let's see right here. Everybody I know who went to the Mr. Beast burger got sick. Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting. So look at this right here. This to me was one of the most terrifying things that I've ever seen with my two eyes right here. So right here it says, Mr. Beast, if somebody offered you $10,000, but if you take it, a random person on Earth dies, would you take the $10,000? Look at how 50-50 this shit is. Holy fucking shit, man. Oh my God. So basically, half the people that follow Mr. Beast would be willing to kill somebody for $10,000. You can make $10,000 in not that. I mean, $10,000 is like a lot of money to get as like a lump sum, but to fucking straight up kill somebody for $10,000 is just such. Okay, it's not even a psycho thing to think. It's like a crazy, like, because you could tell that this is an idea that was in his notebook, and like if there were no laws, if Mr. Beast operated in international waters, this is the type of shit that I think he would do. I think he seems to me like the type of guy where his morality is the YouTube terms of service. So if the YouTube terms of service changes, then so does his morality. I really think that he is that type of guy. I mean, he is a sick, twisted fucking freak. If somebody offered you $10,000, but somebody dies on Earth, this right here is like a fucking, I'm pretty sure this is a Twilight Zone episode. I'm almost positive this right here is an episode of the Twilight Zone. And here Mr. Beast is as the dystopian icon of our era that is making a Twilight Zone episode come to life. So it's like, how fucking scary is this shit? I just wanted to show that to you guys. I mean, to me, that's like one of the craziest fucking things. I did a chemical test of a Mr. Beast burger. Semen detected. Oh, my God. Yeah, I heard that Mr. Beast, he comes in every burger that he gets. It's fucking gross. I mean, it's like, how are you going to make cum, like, how is that FDA safe? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, the button. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mr. Beast, see, here's one thing we know. This is even scarier. Mr. Beast, he didn't come up with that idea by watching The Twilight Zone, which would be pretty normal. If you're watching The Twilight Zone and that idea naturally pops up in your head, okay, yeah, I mean, that's, it's an interesting thought experiment for you to go down. Like, oh, would you kill somebody for 10? You don't even know who it is. It could be somebody in Bulgaria. It could be somebody in Turkmenistan. Doesn't really matter. But Mr. Beast, that's not how he arrived at that thought. He doesn't watch TV. He doesn't watch movies. He doesn't watch shit. All he does is write sick, twisted fucking ideas. Oh, you have to hold 10,000 eggs for 4 years and I'll give you $1 million. It's like, it's right next to that and that idea. Oh my, I would love, here's a dream. Mr. Beast should do, he should move to a third world country that is not recognized, like Somaliland. Some type of country that has really loose laws and is not recognized by any other country. So Somaliland. He can move there. Think about all the fucked up shit that Mr. Beast could do in a third world country. I mean, he would have such a fucking fun time doing little lobotomy experiments, Jeffrey Dahmer related stuff. I think he would kill. I really do. Which, by the way, I just watched Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what they call it, right? Dahmer. What? I mean, all right, let me collect my thoughts on this one. Dahmer it was so unbelievably bad. This show was like it was like voyeur pornography. Oh my God. I mean, it was so disrespectful to the dead. The fact that they thought that, this was like a great idea. Oh, this will be so respectful. Everybody's going to love it. Dude, Jeffrey Dahmer became like a gay fetish for a while. Do you guys remember this? Like gay men were like, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer's so hot. Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, is this really what we want with our society? We want everybody wanting to fuck Jeffrey Dahmer. And then it's like, they do this whole series, right? Where they're, going over how Jeffrey became who he is. And, we're going to examine the monster. And then the last episode, they're basically saying the whole time, they're like, we shouldn't actually be examining these monsters, and it's such a horrible thing. It's like, motherfucker, you just spent a whole series talking about this guy, then you're going to yell at me for watching the show, you fucking asshole. And it's like the biggest show in the world, right? Like, everybody loves Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer's this, like, the big show. Everybody's talking about it. It's Jeffrey Dahmer. But it's like, we're bad people for, like, going on Kiwi Farms every now and then. You know what I mean? It's like Kiwi Farms is, to me, the same sort of thing that the Dahmer show is, where it's this, like, it's this, like, form of voyeurism where you can, like, it's like watching a car crash. That's what it is. Watching Dahmer, going on Kiwi Farms, doing fool's watches. It's a form of voyeurism. But the Dahmer stuff is so much grosser, especially when you consider that the families fucking hate it. Imagine every couple years, you have a new scumbag executive producer for a new streaming service that wants to make a movie about how a man took a drill to your son's head, poured acid in, tried to make him a fucking slave. Think about how insane and sick in the head you have to be like, this seems like a good idea. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with it. It's just fucking hilarious, man. Defender of the archival site Kiwi Farms. Honestly, I don't think I was until all the Keffel stuff started happening. But to me, it's like you have all these people who are trying to get rid of this website, which this to me, it perfectly fit in like the liberal sensibilities, right? Where I see a group of people, they're trying to get a website removed. So I'm like, fuck them. Anybody that's trying to like remove a website, I'm on the opposite side. So, I don't really, like, defend Kiwi Farm. They're a bunch of fucking freaks over there. But to me, that's what it kind of boils down to. It's the same way I felt about, like, the Westboro Baptist Church. I don't like the Westboro Baptist Church, but, like, if they want to fucking stand outside a soldier's funeral and say, God hates figs or whatever, then it's like, who cares? Remove big camera. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Okay, I mean, we have some fun stuff today, man. We have a lot of fun topics. Maybe, should we start with, we got a couple fun ones. Let's start with a small one. Let's start with a small one right here. You guys are going to like this one. This is so fucking funny, man. There's something so good about this story right here. Steve is the man says, these guys rule. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So, yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Kanye, Nick Fuentes, they did an interview for Censor.tv with Gavin McInnes. And, of course, Leech Hassan, the guy that fucking, I mean, dude, you go to a Hassan stream. The reason I hate Hassan so much is because when people say like react content, they put me into the same category as somebody like Hassan, which I think is so unfair. Somebody like me, what I do, I spend the week coming up with stuff to talk about. I write it down in a little notebook and I time code so I have specific parts of the video that I want to talk about to highlight the different things that I say. So there's a big difference between doing that and then sitting on your fucking ass for 12 hours a day, watching entire pieces of other people's content while adding no transformative value at all. That has nothing to do with free speech. That is not even remotely related. So it's like, free speech is when I steal from you. I mean, every time I go to a Hassan stream, it's an empty chair. That's option A, is the chair is motherfucking empty. There's nobody even fucking running the stream. It's just him basically letting some other piece of content play that he did not create or pay for. He's letting it play while he collects subs and donations. I mean, it's literally theft. It is literally theft, and it's hilarious because you would think a socialist would understand the concept of exploitation a little bit better than the average person. So what's so frustrating about somebody like Hassan, he understands the ideas of exploitation, but he maximizes the amount of exploitation that he does through his streams. So this originally to me felt like, okay, this guy, he's getting his comeuppance. You know what I mean? This guy's getting his comeuppance. Look at what happened. So he's streaming the Yay Nick Fuentes thing. And then all of a sudden it goes, LMAO, the free speech defender's own CTO himself issued the censored TV organization, I think. Himself issued the takedown. So what is the let's take a look at the takedown here. We've received a notification of claimed infringement with respect to your account. Here are the details. So, yeah. So basically what happened is Gavin offered this guy a copyright strike, which is hilarious, especially when you consider the person who actually issued was Ethan fucking Ralph. Ethan Ralph somehow is in the middle of this story, which is so fucking funny. Here, let's find where he says, this guy tweets all the fucking time. It's actually amazing that Ethan Ralph is not banned from Twitter. That is just so fucking odd. Wait, let's find this. Ethan Ralph. Let's see here. Ralph, where are you bragging about this shit? Well, regardless. So Ethan Ralph, he's involved. You know, he's friends with Nick Fuentes. Yeah, it is just such a fucking... Oh, here. Fuck. What am I doing? I'm fucking up. Let's see. There we go. All right, now we're back. So, yeah, I mean, you know, originally I looked at this and I was like, yeah, obviously this guy gets a copyright strike, right? Because the way that he watches these videos, it has nothing to do with being transformative. It's him literally stealing people's content. But, you know, upon further inspection, I actually found the video itself. So let me find this here. Look at those folders, by the way, guys. Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to see? So this is Sergeant Stephen Lewis, by the way. So he sent me some photos of him on the police force here. So we're going to take a look. So look at him. Oh, my God. Looking very skeleton-like. Holy moly. Stephen, you have a crazy face, man. Oh, my God. Look at this white supremacist, man. Holy fucking shit. So we got that one. Here he is with an officer of color, looking a little bit younger, a little bit shorter. And then here he is with a man on the ground. Wow. So, yeah, that's Stephen Lewis right there, man. That is motherfucking Stephen Lewis. That shit was so fucking stupid. But, yeah, no, I found the reaction. So let me see if I can find that. Hopefully that's still up. Let us see. Where is it? Yep. Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. All right, there it is. All right, which, by the way, I mean, dude, this is so fucking funny. Here, look at this right here. I mean, do you guys know the channel Jim C. Swim, where they do like the police interrogation breakdowns? That's what the framing of this looks like right here. Like, let me show you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about here. Skanky Steve is my #1 enemy. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Well, you better watch out. Watch out, Steve. These people are coming after you. I can't control them. I have to feed these people other people or they're going to come after me. So there's not really much I can do here. Jim C. Swim. Look at this. Is this not exactly the same? Yeah, like this right here.
The drama began...
Look at this. So we got this, a Jim C. Swim video.
I'm like opening the garage door at the same time. Okay. And then I go through.
And then we have the Yay interview. Same exact sort of like style of framing right there. So I'm just going to scrub through this video a little bit just so you guys can see what I saw. Because, you know, I do want to be fair. I want to be like some degree of fair. And, you know, of course, Hassan, dude, look at Hassan, man. Like, Hassan MasterChef. I mean, this to me was the most transparently insane thing. So he literally just sits in the corner and watches entire episodes of MasterChef. Look at this. Watch. I mean,
you know,
very interesting combination
this is like
of flavors. And
this is like what you're allowed to do now. This is what a Hassan stream is. Hassan is there sitting in the corner.
Textures. I think the presentation leaves a little bit more to be desired.
Like what does this have to do with fair use? You know, what does this have to do with fair use?
Good flavor. I like the garlic. The great pico. I think you could use a pinch of salt just to bring that out and make it a little more savory.
I mean, the guy, he doesn't even look like he's enjoying it. You know, this is like his job. This is a glitch. This is a glitch in the Matrix. And he's the one that's going to complain. It's like, bro, you made like millions of dollars off like literally stealing content, and you're going to fucking complain when somebody copyright strikes you? For real?
And it's really, really tasty. Andrew.
Oh, yeah, that's what they would call it, by the way. So they would call it they called it the React meta. That's that's what it was called. So instead of calling it theft, they would call it the React meta. That's what it was called.
Describe the dish, please.
This is a low country shrimp and grits with a tomato and bacon scallion sauce with dry white vermouth.
What happens to shrimp when they're overcooked?
They become rubbery.
Damn.
Oh, dude, so transformative. Love it. So, yeah, so that's like the expectation that I go into the video with. I'm like, okay, it's going to be something like that. Something like what we just saw. Because to me, that's what I know. Like every time I go to a Hassan stream, he's not adding any value. He's not doing anything. Oh, you posted the Ethan Ralph. Okay, yeah. Let's pull that up. Let's see here. You posted that in the Shred Academy. Okay, yeah. Look at this. Dude, fucking Ethan Ralph, man. So funny. Ha ha ha. We told Ryan and Gavin about Hassan streaming his Yay interview without permission, and he just got struck down on Twitch. So, you know, again, that's like the expectation I have, but watch this.
I think he also shoved the dildo in his ass to own the libs, American military apparatus, and the American police state.
Leaders that don't bow to Jared Kushner.
No.
All right, so 11 minutes in, we're skipping around. We're seeing a lot of talking. We're seeing a lot of pausing, okay? So I'm going to keep skipping ahead. I'm just trying to paint a little bit of a picture for you guys here. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you why I'm framing it this way, too.
I mean, like 80 to 90, totally, dude. Definitely.
Okay, 15 minutes in.
Cultural suicide tend not really to be Jewish. I call them ginos, Jews in name only. It's liberal elite whites you should have a beef with.
Yeah, but I lump them all in together. That's what I did. That's
good.
That's why the tweet said that, Jewish people.
Okay. But this trait, like, you know,
I mean, look at him manically getting his hair set up. Look at this fucking insecure little dweeb.
Overrepresented.
Dude, Gavin McInnes is too into...
Okay, so that was less than 30 seconds, and he starts talking, okay?
Across the board, the
okay, we skip forward again. He's talking.
There is no nefarious wasp.
Skipping again, he's talking.
Suffer from porn the same way everyone else does. The idea that they are controlling everything and then saying, I'm going to use it to sabotage the white man. You look at Jew birth rates, for example. That sounds terrible. But you look at like Orthodox, Hasidic, and secular atheist types. They're not having any kids either. So this whole idea that they're like Jews will not replace us, Jews are wiping us out. These elitist Jewish people are wiping themselves out. They're the victims of the same porn. So my point is that if you look at real Jews, Orthodox and
I love that. Yeah, porn is the reason why the birth
rate. He doesn't even let Gavin get through his whole sentence, and then he starts talking again. Okay, we'll skip forward. I'm doing this on purpose, by the way. I'm clicking to random points, and if the video is playing, I'm waiting until he starts talking again, And every single time we're noticing he's talking within a minute. Within a minute.
God, I've been drinking energy drinks all day and I'm still so fucking tired. How is that even possible? Listen.
Loser.
Popular. And that's not to say
effective propagandists out of all of them.
Okay. So that's the point I'm trying to make here, guys. That you could make a very easy argument that was transformative. That to me was one of the first Hassan clips that I've seen that falls under fair use. I mean, listen, as much as I fucking hate Hassan, as much as he's like the worst, I mean, I can't stand this fucking guy. I would say like once or twice a week, I'm thinking about how much I hate Hassan. It just pops into my head. I'll be given a tour in Central Park. I'll be like, oh, it's 843 acres. It's about 3 miles top to bottom. And I fucking hate Hassan and his fucking stupid face. Then my guests start crying. It's like a whole fucking thing. But I hate this guy. And I think about how much I hate him all the time. But even still, I mean, that to me felt like you could get into a, you could really argue that was fair use. And the reason why I'm framing it this way, guys, let's use our brain here. We're not trying to think about what's right or wrong, although it is good to consider what's right or wrong. We got to consider the chaos option, okay? We got to think about what is going to cause these people the most amount of grief. And to me, my dream right here is if Gavin and Hassan get into this lengthy fucking legal battle that never ends and it fucking bankrupts back Gavin McGinnis. Oh my God, imagine that. Imagine Gavin McGinnis getting taken out by Hassan Piker. Ooh, man, he would fucking hate that, man. The SPLC couldn't take him down. The ADL couldn't take him down. But maybe this fucking eat the rich Turkish socialist weirdo guy is going to be the one that does it. Oh, God. The fantasies. Oh, it would be so good. Hassan unlawfully banned me from his Discord. Wow. That's not good. Maybe we can get Sergeant Stephen Lewis to come in on this. Stream without playing with your hair challenge. Hassan and Poly People impossible. Yeah, I mean, dude. Poly People, listen. We give Poly People a break. We watch her at arm's length, okay? Poly People likes us, okay? Poly People likes us. Man, Poly People's so fucking funny, man. We love Poly People. She is fucking fantastic. Okay. Dude, everybody's mad at my friend Stardust. Do you guys know Stardust? Oh my God, everybody's furious at her right now. Because I think he's a very... This shit is so fucking funny, man. So I guess Stardust has like a private, friendly relationship with with like Nazi white supremacist Richard Spencer. So I guess she thought it'd be a good idea after the Ye Nick Fuentes Milo, all the Alex Jones stuff. They thought it'd be a good idea. Stardust thought it'd be a good idea to bring Richard Spencer on the show. Which, by the way, not the worst idea in the world, okay? Because you got to think about it like this. So you got this whole new anti-Jew movement that's going on right now where, Ye is he's the new Hitler, Hit Ye. I think that's what they're calling him these days. So he's doing all his fucking new Hitler shit. But it's like, Richard Spencer also did the neo-Hitler shit. He was like the new Hitler guy for a long time. So he does seem like a really interesting guy to talk to. And I thought that a lot of the interview was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. But Stardust is not... Stardust is just not the brightest bulb, man. She's not the brightest bulb in the fucking shelf, okay? I love Stardust. I'm grooming Stardust. I'm grooming her in my own image. We're going to red bar pill her. It's going to be a whole fucking thing. But right now, she's... Oh, boy. Here, let's watch a little bit of this interview. They're so mad at her, man. All the lefties, they're all fucking mad at Stardust right now. Because they think she was too... It's the same criticism that you see for Joe Rogan. Where it's like, yo, Joe, why are you bringing on this anti-vax guy? You're stupid. You don't know where to push back. So they're kind of... saying the same stuff.
We're witnessing.
But it's kind of funny. It's like, Earlier today, I watched 4th of July, which was Louis C.K., the movie he made with Joe List. And, man, what a tremendous friend downgrade that is. Where fucking Louis C.K., he used to be friends with Chris Rock. He used to be friends with Jerry Seinfeld. And now he's friends with Shane Gillis and Joe List. And it's something similar happening right here, too. Where it's like Richard Spencer, he used to be the big guy. Everybody would talk about him all the time. But now the stream that he ends up going on is Stardust. And I guess people are worried that Stardust is going to be radicalizing, you know.
Something really...
Which, by the way, it's like, man, is there any more annoying of a stupid piece of criticism than, this is going to radicalize your fans? Listen, if you're stupid enough to get radicalized, I don't want you here anyway. If you're going to get radicalized by some fucking bullshit, fuck you. Okay? You're too dumb. Nobody in my fucking audience is getting radicalized, okay? I mean, these guys, they're all trying to radicalize me. Nobody's getting radicalized by shit around here. You guys have your own fucking radical fucking shit. I mean, if I bring somebody on, you guys aren't going to get radicalized. It's like, it's a myth. Who the fuck is getting radicalized? It's like the weirdest, most like paranoid conspiracy theory that there's all these people getting groomed into these far-right militias or whatever. Give it a fucking rest, man. Enough with the scaring there's no radicalization happening here. And if you're stupid enough to get radicalized, you should go to fucking prison anyway, okay? Make them work in the fields. Don't let them talk or whatever. I don't know what to do with them, but it to me doesn't seem like the biggest fear. Oh, Stardust is going to launder Richard Spencer's image? The video has 4,000 views. Who gives a shit?
Big.
So 4,000 people get radicalized? Whatever. What difference does it make? 4,000 people get radicalized. Who fucking cares?
Place.
So look at this. So fucking Stardust over here. She's now friends with Richard Spencer. Look at how weird of an image this is.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I feel like everything the past week has been out of like a sitcom or something. I have no idea what's going on.
Sitcoms are boring in comparison to what's going on.
Yeah.
I think this is like a portal has opened up and we've entered a new world or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we live?
We are live, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. So, chat, can you hear Spencer well?
Yeah, that's the thing too. People don't realize Richard Spencer's not like this cool guy in the right. You know, people on the right, they fucking hate him. They think he's like a CIA operative. They think he like works for the fucking FBI or whatever. Salam to you. Exactly. Spencer is a glowy. That's what they call him a glowy. A glowy means you're like a federal officer.
Spencer Well, or Richard, or whatever you all would like to call him.
Me Richard. What is your first name?
So I actually don't give my first name because it's on the internet because a female.
I don't give my first name. See, this is where like part of me likes Stardust, but then she does stuff like this, and it's like Stardust. But you don't give your first name, like, and listen to the excuse she gives as to why she doesn't say her first name. Let's hear this.
What is your first name?
So I actually don't give my first name because it's on the internet because a female on the internet, you know how that works generally, and you know, yeah.
Yeah, I know plenty of females' first names on the internet. They seem like they do. They seem like they do all right. I mean, what, you can't be a woman and have your first name known? Like what? Okay.
I'll maybe
that to me seems like a little overly like what are you worried about? I don't understand what you could be worried about. Isn't streaming your full-time job here? You know, like why can't people know what you might get fired from your job of streaming? What's the big deal here? What are they going to do?
Post that to you later, you know, probably off stream. But yeah. So yeah.
By the way, look at his beautiful blue eyes.
Probably off stream. But
honestly, okay. So here, you know, I was thinking before I watched this video about how stupid all this radicalization talk is, right? But then I look at this And I see on the right, I see Richard Spencer and his big beaming smile and his beautiful blues. And then I see Stardust on the left with her beady black eyes. And I'm like, shit, if it's between these two, yeah, I'm getting fucking radicalized. Like, let's go. I'm Team Spencer. You know, look at how nice he looks. And wait till you hear the type of questions that Stardust has. And wait till you hear the responses to Richard Spencer. I'm way better at this type of shit than Stardust. I'm sorry, Stardust, but you got to leave these tough ones to me, okay? Next time you get some type of Nazi person, send them to me. I'll fucking interview them. I'm going to do a better job. I know when to I know when to implement radical listening. I know when to fucking, put the flames to the fire. I'm going to do a better job, okay? Me and Richard Spencer, we're going to fucking, I'm going to put this guy's fucking, I'm going to put this guy to work. This guy's going to be fucking working for us soon. He's going to be, doesn't he have like a black wife or something? I feel like Richard Spencer's the type of guy that has a black wife. You know what I mean? All these racist guys with their black wives. That's the impression of Richard Spencer that I have. He's like a fucking lib. He's like a pagan. This guy's weird.
Yeah.
But he seems nice. He's got a nice smile. He's got a nice mustache.
Just go by Star Online. So, and my first name is really very ethnic anyways. So, yeah.
He does. I mean, he's got that military look to him, doesn't he? He's got that special forces kind of like military type vibe.
I guess I'm just like I'm trying to figure out. Okay,
like, he seems like the type of guy that would work for, some type of federal agency that might like collect information or something. You know what I mean?
I want to figure out how long did Fuentes know Ye? I know he's been a fan of Ye.
Oh, and this, to start the interview off like this, shows just a complete lack of understanding of what the fuck is going on. Listen to her first question here.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I want to figure out how long did Fuentes know Ye? I know he's been a fan of Ye.
Why would Richard Spencer know how long Nick Fuentes and Kanye West have known each other? Richard Spencer and Nick Fuentes are like arch nemesis. If you know anything about the dissident right, you would know that. Everybody knows this shit. You're going to ask Richard Spencer inside info on Nick Fuentes? You might as well ask me. I know just as well, if not probably better. And it's like Stardust. Like, why would you not prepare for any of this? You didn't prepare for any of this. This is your first question?
For a very long time. But I had no idea that I would see them on the same platform at the same time.
I know, but it kind of just makes perfect sense at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know either, but
yeah.
I imagine that they haven't known each other very long at all.
Yeah, yeah.
See, he's like, why are you asking me this? I am not the person to be asking about this.
Some kind of communication. I mean, I think we learned at the Tim Pool thing that, what was it? Milo wanted to get in touch with Ye, and so he contacted Alex Jones or something like this. So, there are networks behind the scene.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just think this is how I would sum things up.
You're going to see this right here. Richard Spencer, he looks at politics in this really odd way. He talks about politics like he's talking about like a Greek epic. Listen to the way he talks about the Ye Alex Jones interview.
Is this really my cup of tea? Like, is this what I want or how I would articulate things or what have you? No. Do I find this a bit crazy and maybe like a train hurtling down the tracks towards a disaster?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
However, do I recognize the power of this? I do.
By the way, we were watching this last night, me and Naomi, and the first thought that Naomi had is he gay? He sounds gay. He sounds very gay. He's got the gay accent. Richard Spencer is like very soy, he sounds like it was just like such like a moment, it's like, what is this? Is this like what Hitler envisioned, you know, this is what Hitler liked. I don't think so.
And it has a religious power to it. And I listened to, let's say, an hour and a half of the conversation. So I heard a huge chunk of it. Maybe I missed a few things, but it was absolutely compelling. And it has a religious like feel. I mean, there's an obvious religious feel, and they're always talking about the Bible and God and all this kind of stuff, and the Jews and so on.
Yeah.
But
and listen to Stardust's responses every time too. So, you know, instead of like pushing back or asking any questions, anything, and I promise you it's the whole thing, she's like, yeah. You're not going to ask any further questions about any of this fucking shit. So this has caused Stardust to get in all these screaming matches against all these like Destiny orbiters. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, if somebody describes themselves as an orbiter, that's another word for pedophile. So if somebody says, "Oh, I'm a Destiny orbiter," that's them saying, "Oh, I'm a pedophile. Don't tell anybody, but that's my code word. I'm a pedophile." That's what they're trying to say. So Stardust Mind Waves. So this guy is an orbiter, of course. There we go. All right, now let's hear our good friend Stardust get screamed at by Mindwaves TV.
Ourselves and saying that he's not.
Listen to this.
They
Let's find a part where he's
some
talking.
right winger. Right, Rare Spencer, good take. Rare is the key.
Yeah, let's listen.
But I think for the most part, my audience generally understands that. And unless you can demonstrate to me...
I mean, just like imagine spending all this time defending what your audience thinks. What? I don't care what you guys think. Half my audience is fucking flat earthers. I don't give a fuck.
Like
I can. Look at the YouTube comments.
No, actual harm, right? Not
Look
just
at the YouTube comments.
Not just YouTube comments. Actual harm.
You're radicalizing.
Wait.
Stardust, you're radicalizing.
I'm going to say that my audience is so, like, you know, they have the context. They're not susceptible to being radicalized. I don't think that, you know, from this conversation that...
I don't think they're susceptible to being...
him is more likable.
What is this? This is like, why is this fucking weirdo auditing Stardust? What is he doing?
Redeemable, etc. How can you sit here and say that when in your YouTube comments and even during the stream itself in your chat, people are literally, look, I'll read them. Fair take. Wow. Rare Spencer, good take.
Rare, right? Rare Spencer, good take. Rare is the key word there.
Okay, the point is that, yeah, that's the whole point. That's what he's looking for.
It's like, okay, are we really, we're going to ignore the real question here. It's like, how can you radicalize somebody with no real audience? Okay. Stardust has been mentioned by every show in the world, and her stream is so boring most of the time. There are 20 people watching. Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, Stardust, I gotta say it how it is. To think that Stardust is going to cause any problems with Richard Spencer laundering his image or these mass groups of people getting radicalized, it is a fucking myth. She doesn't have a fucking audience. She has casual passerbyers. She has people that come around every once in a while because they want to see the crazy lady who's doing a banana VR. It's like, she's the same, but you go to a Stardust stream, she's like basically half falling asleep while she's watching a YouTube video. It's like, why the fuck am I watching this shit? Why am I watching like an Indian woman falling asleep in the corner while a different YouTube video plays? It's like, what is the appeal here? I don't understand. And I don't know if she's, I don't know what the deal is, but you know, taking a guess, I'm probably wrong, whatever. But yeah, we'll keep listening.
No.
Supporting my point.
No, it's proving my point.
That the rest of the shit that he says is fucking bonkers, and he has a rare good point there.
Yeah, because he's trying to come off as likable and agreeable and redeemable, right? As if he's reformed.
He's not reformed.
But that is what he...
Dude, why? I don't understand why these Twitch people do this. They allow themselves to be like audited by these random ass people. You're allowed to be doing this. I don't like it when you're doing this. I don't like it when you're doing that. It's like, those people should be brought on to mock. You know, you don't bring these people on to listen to their opinions, you know? Yeah, Stardust could really benefit from some Adderall, 100%. I think I need to have an intervention with Stardust about how she's doing her stream. Because it's like, She is streaming 8 hours a day all the time. And you see somebody like her and it's like, what is the point? Like, why are you doing all this? The reason I do this stream, I just want like-minded people to kind of hear what I have to say about a lot of this shit. So I come up with stuff that I want to talk about, I say it, and then we move on to the next episode. But her, it's like she's not even saying anything. She's just watching, like, the news. She's watching, like, a whole trial and not saying anything. Why are you doing this? You're spending years of your life doing this. It's like you could be making more money and be more fulfilled doing something else. Like, why are you constantly letting yourself be audited by all these fucking, like, Twitch leftists who say that you're radicalizing people, you're turning people into Nazis? You're putting yourself through a living fucking hell by opening up the door to these people. And you do it over and over and over again. It's like, come on, Stardust. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up.
Admit to me right now. That is what he wants people to believe, right?
Sure, he may want people to believe
that. Yes, exactly. And people are following for it.
Is he
Stardust?
affected? No, I don't think they're falling for it.
Dude, if this guy was talking to me, you know how I would respond? That's how I respond
How
to
do you
somebody like
explain
this.
away these comments? W. Spencer? Like what?
I have some right wingers in my audience as well.
Wow, somebody in the comments said W. Spencer. Wow, Stardust is
Okay.
basically like Mussolini. Yeah.
You cannot sit here and tell me that they're not susceptible to being further radicalized
No,
by
the
Richard
right
Spencer.
wing- the
That is
right
just
wingers-
bullshit, Stardust.
The right wingers
You're
I have
literally
in my wait a minute. The right wingers I have in my audience generally are people who tend to be more Christian. They don't like him because he is pagan or was an atheist.
They're literally sucking his dick in the comments. What are you talking about?
They only are they are only
I like as I listen to this too, I'm like, okay, if you're stupid enough to watch like a full Stardust stream, then maybe you are dumb enough to get radicalized to being one of like Richard Spencer's new followers or actually the more I think about it, there might be some truth to that. I'm starting to change my mind. I'm going to side with this fucking asshole Mindwaves who seems like a hall monitor. I'm going to side with the hall monitor. That's how bad this person
Why
is.
some people think Spencer seems a bit glowy. Plus, it has 5 likes.
Glowy. Do you know what glowy
Oh,
means?
that was funny right there. So this person does not know what the term glowy means. And he thought like it means, oh, he's so good that he's glowing. Listen.
They only are they are only
I can see why some people think
approving-
Spencer seems a bit glowy. Plus, it has 5 likes.
Glowy. Do you know what glowy means? Fed. They're calling him a fed. That's what glowy means. Right wing terminology.
Boom. Stardust got your ass.
Okay, 4chan terminology. Gotcha. But how do you explain away?
That's awkward. But yeah, that's what my good friend Stardust is going through right now. She's going through a tough time. Stardust, you really gotta get in fighting for him, I'm getting sick of this shit. It's like, I'm sick of all these people who just get on camera and they do nothing. They get on camera, they do nothing. They don't do anything. They don't talk about shit. The whole time they're fucking sitting there, and then they wait for somebody to come in their chat room, say something, and it's like, oh, now I have a conversation starter. I don't need a fucking conversation starter. I don't even want to read chat half the time, although I do love you guys. But it's like, I got a show to do. I'm prepared for this. And it's like, it just feels so disrespectful. And it's like borderline illegal what these people are doing. I mean, I really, honest to God, would love to see some of these big, media companies getting some class action lawsuits together, against some of these fucking React Andes on Twitch. Stardust, when the lawsuits start pouring in, I'm not going to be able to protect you. You got to change your business operation. God, at least just before you get on camera, just think about what you want to say before you get on camera. Think about what you want to say. Don't just get on there and hope that, if you watch this video, you might come up with some... Have a little bit of a fucking map. Draw yourself a map of what you're going to do while you're doing a stream. Is that really that much to ask for? It's like, do you need to stream for 40 hours where sometimes you're streaming in front of like 20 people when, you know, your audience... I mean, dude, Stardust's audience is between 20 people and like 500 people. And it's like, instead of maximizing the amount of time you're on camera, maximize the entertainment for the crowd. Instead of being on stream, get off stream, fucking just write down fun stuff, and then you could plan it out. Think about how much bigger you could be. Think about how much better you could be. But instead, the only time you have content that's even worth watching, it's when your fucking back is against the wall, when all these crazy people start coming after you. So give me something. Fucking give me something, man. All these fucking people, they have no respect for us, man. They have absolutely no fucking respect for us. And I like Stardust, but it's like, you got to get your fucking shit together. You just have, there's no other, I don't see any other way to say it. All right, is it time? Are we going to get into the critical Canadian stuff? Who the fuck is excited for this critical Canadian stuff? Let me just grab a drink really quick. Hold on a second. It is so hot in my apartment because of all these fucking candles, man. I can't even tell you how hot. It's like 100 degrees in here. All these candles. But I do it for you guys. I'm trying to set up an ambiance. You know, maybe I'll have a little bit of a shine going on. Critical adults are okay. Who's excited for some critical Canadian talk? Who here has been around since we first met Critical Canadian? Who's been around? I think a couple of you guys have been around. Cowbell, he's been around. Hashish has been around. I think No Life was around during that time period, but this is at the time where we were like hardcore beefing with BX Bullet. And at that time, our good friend Critical Canadian, he was all up in BX Bullet replies, man. I mean, this guy, dude, the things that we've uncovered about this guy and his online activity, we're going to get into that later because we found some fucking alarming shit. But I just wanted to give this guy a head. He was just annoying. I would just see him on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this guy's responsible for grooming, and I tagged him or something. And so he wanted to get in a big debate because, you know, I'm a cyber terrorist or whatever. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that debate. Oh, man, I love Critical Canadian, man. Oh, my God. You guys are going to fall in love with this guy. You're going to see, this is a multi-part story.
That's fine. Just be honest. Don't be...
So I'm going to introduce you to my good friend Critical Canadian. So what you got to understand about Critical Canadian is he is Canadian. He works in cement, so he lays cement for a living. He's got a kid. He's got a wife. He's about, 32 years old. His wife is 37. I don't know what's going on with that. But he's like a big Destiny fan, right? And he markets his stream kind of in the same way where he's doing debates while he's playing video games. And this debate happened 9 months ago. This has 71 views. He has 143 subscribers. And, you know, I really let him have it because the number one thing that I try to talk about on this stream, I'm trying to advocate for the fucking viewer. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it where it's like, listen, if you're going to make content that sucks, this channel is built to call that shit out. I'm just trying to make sure the content is good. CJ is auditing your ass. That's what this channel is all about. So I am going to skip it. Take a look at my boy, Critical Canadian. Here he is. This is the original talk I had with him back in, 2021. This was
on the other end.
Well, was that I don't know what this was 9 months ago. Check it out.
That's on you, brother.
Yeah. This is This is great. This is the perfect.
Yeah,
this is
I
the
agree.
Perfect concept. All right, let's listen.
Hey, man, you pulled me. You keep in mind, you tagged me. Okay, when you knock on somebody else's door and they answer the door, don't be surprised what you find on the other end. That's on you, brother.
Yeah. This is great. This is the perfect.
Yeah,
this is
I
the
agree.
Perfect consequence of everything.
Yeah.
I tag, so I get everything I want. Not
Yeah.
only do I get BX Bullet to make a full 16-minute video out of it, I tag some random idiot I see in her replies, and then I get a full screaming match with him afterwards.
Yeah, you know what's gonna be wild is like people like you, the grift, the toxicity,
Uh-oh.
always ends up turning on itself.
Oh, the grift and the toxicity. Oh, CJ is the one that's grifting and toxic. Okay, so because I'm saying how I feel, because I am generous enough to give my audience a perspective on how I feel about the world, he is gonna, I'm the toxic one. Okay, yeah, I'm the toxic one.
Right.
And my grift, it's a grift that I'm doing, huh? And then I get a full screaming match with him afterwards.
Yeah, you know what's gonna be wild is like people like you, the grift, the toxicity, always ends up turning
How
on
is this
itself.
a grift? What's the grift?
Right.
I don't
What
understand.
the grift? Wait, you know the grift of like making easy content, right? The looking for.
Oh, and now, okay, so this is so annoying. This guy right here, the line of attack that he's about to use on me is that it's easy to make mean content. It's easy to be mean. It's so easy to be mean. That's the easiest way to go about this shit, right? To be mean to everybody. You know, to have Tipster going from blocking to unblocking you 5 times a day. That apparently is the easy route, according to this guy.
Is
Play
where it'll
video
get
games
you.
and watch Destiny videos. I've seen your
Okay,
stream.
yeah.
That's why I tag you. It's because your stream is boring.
Yeah, my stream is definitely a little grifty. Yeah, sure, for sure. I won't deny that. It's absolutely boring as fuck, and I enjoy doing every
then
minute
why
of
are
it.
you? But it's like, dude, it doesn't matter if you enjoy doing it. Yeah, my stream's a little grifty, but you know, come on. As an insult, then it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
I don't know. I'm using it as an insult because it's getting under your skin. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you-
is.
Yeah, I can tell you're like super fired up right now. My guess is that you don't like being called out that you are a toxic person because it actually probably eats you up inside a little bit, realizing that you have to revert to the absolutely bottom tier level content to get the attention you.
By the way, what's so funny about this too, I got this guy angry to the point where he called my fiance ugly. So for all this fucking bullshit that he's spinning right here about how good of a guy he is and how he's above it all, dude, when push comes to shove, he is a fucking pussy and he's willing to break his own rules.
desperately crave, because I'm assuming that, I don't know, maybe your parents didn't give it to you when you were younger. Maybe you got bullied in high school.
Yeah, and listen, I love, oh my God. I love it when people start making assumptions about my life. This guy is fucking, oh, I was bullied in high school and my parents don't love me. Therefore, those are the only rational reasons why I would make fun of a man in a purple room wearing a Baby Yoda shirt. Yeah. Really,
At this
dude?
point, honestly.
So being toxic is bottom tier content, but
Yeah,
playing
I would
video
argue.
games
Yeah,
and
anybody
watching-
can be-
and watching
anybody
other
can be
people's
toxic.
shit is not bottom tier content.
No, absolutely not. Anybody can be toxic. It's super easy to be toxic. People do it all day, every day. That's super easy. Being a good person, actually making like OG content, that's hard work, right? I won't say what I do is hard work. I do this as like a secondary
Dude,
job
how is
after
this?
I...
How is this not OG content? It's like, okay, I'm coming up with things I want to talk about, and then I'm using video examples, and I'm kind of like telling a story. How the fuck is that not content? I don't understand how that's not content.
finish residential concrete.
It's just not an accurate criticism. It's not a valid, accurate criticism.
12 hours because I actually contribute to society, unlike yourself, where you're obviously a very toxic person and only adding to the negativity.
Oh my
that we
God!
see
You don't even
today's
know
world,
what
but-
I do. You don't even know what I do with my day.
No, but
have no idea.
I do. You just do BX streams at like what would that have been, like 12 p.m. in the afternoonish? Because I think I was watching it about 1 p.m. while I was wiping a garage floor. No, I understand.
Oh,
the life. It's
super
okay.
cool. You were wiping a garage floor. Wow, I'm so impressed by you. Oh, cool, man. You were wiping a garage floor. Wow. Oh, cool, man. Makes sense. Okay, so now he's going to explain to me how it works. Let's listen to this. Oh, man, I love this fucking guy. BX Bullet, man.
If you want to do the same,
Or no,
content
sorry, Critical
everybody's
Canadian.
doing. You know, yeah, I mean, by all means, I guess you could try to be original too, but I understand kind of just following other people's business models is a thing that people tend to do when they're too lazy to figure out their
Whose
own.
model am I following? Whose business
Oh
model
God,
am I following?
who aren't you following? Right? You could look at Destiny. He kind of does the same thing. Vosh, Chud, Relly to some degree. Right? All React kind of content.
What? I mean, Are you not hearing how crazy this is? I'm like, okay, whose content am I copying? Oh, you're copying Destiny. You're copying Vosh? I'm copying Vosh? How? You think Vosh could get a background like this?
And oh my god, do you want me to go get the fucking tier list? We could show you the tier list of everybody that does it. Right? Everybody does this
but
shit.
At least I'm reacting to videos that people make about me.
Yeah, one video. Congratulations.
Yeah, one video. Congratulations. You know how many fucking videos people have made about me at this point? Okay. Oh, this is great. He says, I treat people online the same way I treat them in person. Oh, isn't that great? Yeah, I'm kind of like, listen, when you watch a CJ Browne stream, it's kind of like somewhere in between Vosh and Destiny.
I actually can treat other people online like actual human beings, which is something that I think you fundamentally lack, but that's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, why do you need to treat everybody online with respect? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why does BX?
Well, it's not like respect. I treat them as a human being because I wouldn't treat people online. I treat people online the same way I treat people in real life.
Why? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, why would you treat people?
Why wouldn't I? Give me a reason I shouldn't.
Because people in real life, they're people that you have a different sort of relationship with. The people on Twitter, I have the you know, I'm gonna treat my mom the same way I treat Abby Blackbird. Like, what? Chip, you are a text box. You are on Twitter. This is the infrastructure I deal with you on. As somebody who's your coworker. So this guy, he's fucking out of it, man. I mean, this guy, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He doesn't know nothing. Oh, and this is where he starts talking about steady and consistent growth. This is pretty funny.
Because I treat people like human beings. Yeah, it's awful.
Because the way you interact with people is boring, and nobody cares.
So I don't care. I like it. I have a lot of friendships, a lot of interactions, a lot of networking because I treat people like human beings. Yeah, evidently.
Fucking more friendships.
Why wouldn't you want to network? Why would you want to limit yourself like
Why wouldn't you want to network?
Like mine is steady, consistent growth. Right?
Yeah,
that is the best long-term.
Remember that, by the way. That's what we're looking for right there. So what? Steady, consistent growth, huh?
Self like that. Like mine is steady, consistent growth. Right? That is the best long-term solution for any business. Businesses that rapidly peak. Okay, well I treat everybody as a human being. So. Okay. Well, I treat
steady, consistent growth.
But he was respect until they don't.
Keep that in mind, guys. Steady, consistent growth. Keep that bullshit in mind. Okay, now, you know, there's this other guy, Sign Stream. Listen to this. So he starts doing the most toxic thing that you could think of, which is like, oh, this other guy, he saw your behavior and he's really disgusted by your behavior. Listen to him play that move.
Why you're so toxic online.
Well, I'm going to send you some flowers after this.
Man, I fucking hope so. One of those edible arrangements, please.
No. I was talking to Science Streams. I was hanging out with him yesterday.
Oh yeah, he's pretty disappointed in your behavior, so that's interesting.
And then look, as he says that too, look at him take a sip of the biggest Kool-Aid jug of all time.
Oh yeah, he's pretty disappointed in your behavior, so that's interesting.
Oh my god, look at him. Look at this big old hunk of boy. Drink water, bro. You are yeah, a little too big for that type of shit. Here, look at this. Look at what my fucking enemies look like. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this shit. This is what we're up against right here. We're up against this fucking guy right here. This is enemy numero uno right here. Look at this fucking gross ass drink that he's drinking. Look at me. Classic CJ Browne drinking a beautiful non-alcoholic drink, Athletic Brew, Upside Dawn, made for adults. The fuck are you drinking here, man? G Fuel, Kool-Aid. Ew, you fucking white trash weirdo. You should not be drinking beverages like this. Gross. Ugh, nasty, man, nasty. He's like, yeah, you could be disappointed in my behavior. I like Sign.
Yeah.
He could be as disappointed in me as he wants to be. But I was saying I'm going to get you an arrangement of underwater carnivorous plants. So
man, that sounds based as fuck. We were actually just talking about getting fish, so perfect. I'll buy fish to feed them with. That sounds awesome. I actually expect that. I guess you are a spreader of misinformation, so I'm probably actually not going to get that.
I guess you are a spreader of misinformation.
Not going to get that flower arrangement. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it's like, who am I spreading the misinformation to? Am I spreading it around, or am I spreading it to the people that trust me? You ever thought about that? Do you think that my audience thinks that I'm spreading misinformation, or do you think that they could tell when things are a joke and when I'm picking on somebody, and when I have something real to say, that they could tell the difference because my audience isn't stupid like Stardust, where they could be radicalized to be Nazis? I have a smart audience. They know what the fuck is going on. That'd be sad if you don't get it.
Yeah, that would be.
So you're saying, I love your little manipulation tactic. Okay, so we have that. Science Streams is disappointed, and then I explained to him the difference between, Science Stream, he's a little bit of a weirdo, but guess what? He's not mean. He's not a bad guy. You're mean. You're a bad guy. You're a loser. I get to choose who I like and who I don't like. If Science Stream doesn't like me, that's fine. He's allowed to not like me. I like him. I get to choose who I like and who I don't like. You don't get to fucking choose that for me, bitch. Fuck you. What Critical Canadian is doing after the stream and a mission statement. Let's listen to this. What is Critical Canadian going to do after the stream?
Drag me into it. That's why I care.
It's funny. It's funny to get you involved for no reason.
Yeah, evidently. And it's funny to get you triggered as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
Yeah, but guess what? After this, I'm probably going to go smoke a fucking doobie.
Why I'm doing all this.
I'm probably going to go smoke a fucking doobie and play some Far Cry 5 because that's what I do.
That's cool. That's cool, Dad. That's a cool thing to say as a dad. I'm going to go smoke a doobie and play Far Cry 5, a game that got a 4 out of 10 rating. Wow, nice, man.
I appreciate that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and guess what? I'll still continue to exist on this platform in a more positive, wholesome way and continue to grow my channel and interact with other big content creators where I...
Oh my... Do you guys remember? This is where he says his mission statement right here. You guys are going to love this.
Fucking massive rates from them because I'm not a toxic fuck.
Yeah, but what's your goal at the why are you
My goal is to grow my streaming platform in a way that brings people that are
okay, remember that goal is to get what is it again? Here, let's hear this.
Why are you
my goal is to grow my streaming platform in a way that brings people that are going to enjoy my...
Okay, so remember that my goal is to grow my streaming platform. Remember the word steady, consistent growth. That's some more. Those are some
content that are going to be worried that my space is going to turn into an absolute toxic shithole because of the people that I'm going to attract to my stream. When people come to my stream, they're going to know that they're not going to be judged. We're going to enjoy content. We're going to enjoy conversations. We're going to enjoy React. We're going to enjoy video games. We're going to enjoy chats like this. We're going to enjoy other intellectual things without the fear of worrying about what kind of absolute fucking garbage I'm bringing to my doorstep.
I think we wrote. I'm pretty sure we wrote that down, and that's in my notes somewhere. we fell in love with that little speech he just gave right there. I'm gonna play it for you one more time. Oh my god, I love the mission statement that he gives for why people watch his shitty fucking stream.
Into an absolute toxic rates from them because I'm not a toxic fuck.
Yeah, but what's your goal at the why are you
my goal is to grow my streaming platform in a way that brings people that are going to enjoy my content, that are going to be worried that my space is going to turn into an absolute toxic shithole because of the people that I'm going to attract to my stream. When people come to my stream, they're going to know that they're not going to be judged. We're going to enjoy content. We're going to enjoy conversations. We're going to enjoy React. We're going to enjoy video games. We're going to enjoy chats like this. We're going to enjoy other intellectual things without the fear of worrying about what kind of absolute fucking garbage I'm bringing to my doorstep.
Okay, so you're
look.
have
we thought this was so funny. We wrote this down. You're not going to be judged. We're going to enjoy content. We're going to enjoy conversation. We're going to enjoy React. We're going to enjoy video games. We're going to enjoy chats like this. We're going to enjoy other intellectual things without the fear of worrying about what kind of absolute fucking garbage I'm bringing to my doorstep. Wait, can we please make that into a... Wait, we did make that a t-shirt, right?
For people who...
We're mega fans. We're Critical Canadian mega fans.
Have no ability to be messed with, no joking around, nothing like
no,
that.
we do lots of jokes in our stream. There's a difference between joking and being a toxic fuck. Can you...
Yeah, okay. Sure, dude. Yeah, I'm sure you could tell the difference. Okay, let's hear. I apologize. Let's listen to this.
And I wanted people to know that I'm mad.
Oh, okay.
You know? What's wrong with that?
None.
I mean,
Here's what I'll apologize for. I shouldn't have made it seem like you were grooming me. I was okay. So just had to set the record straight on that one. Sorry if anybody thinks that you're grooming me. Okay, yeah, let's set the records. Why do I need to even correct the right? I'm a fucking asshole, man. It's these people. It's like you know, I argue with these people or whatever, and it's like, dude, just go to my go to the fucking what is it? The about section of my shit. Go to the about section. Look, reviews. CJ stands for coping jackass. This has to be satire. One man cannot be this desperate. It's not that serious, man. I'm going to say that about the Rain guy.
Oh, okay.
That I will say. I will say sorry for that.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't think my behavior has been abhorrent at all. I think we've just been having a good time.
Well, yeah, maybe to you, right?
Well, maybe to you. And finally, being toxic is easy. He's going to say this whole point again, and then we're done with the original debate. And then we're going to move on to some of the updates to all this shit.
No, I get it. I just don't take that low road, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everything doesn't have. But why is this the low road? Why is talking shit the low road?
Because it's easy. It's just easy to talk shit. I would actually say one of the hardest. Yeah, it absolutely is. One of the easiest things to do is actually be the better.
Who came up with that, by the way? This whole idea that like being mean is so easy. It's like, have you tried to operate going through life being mean? It's really not that easy.
And like try to understand where people are coming from, see their perspective. Yeah, absolutely. Being toxic is super easy.
Talking shit about somebody means understanding where they're coming from.
No.
Oh, and then this is really funny too. So he actually doesn't understand the concept of empathy. This is really, really funny. Here, listen.
Being toxic is super easy.
Talking shit about somebody means understanding where they're coming from.
No, it does not. No, absolutely.
Yes, it does. If you can accurately talk shit about somebody, it means you understand them.
How so? Give me an example.
Fuck you, asshole. That was a great point. So that was the original conversation I had with this guy. I mean, so fucking funny. I love critical Canadian stuff. And, you know, I would see him every now and then. I mean, look at his channel, man. I mean, his channel is ridiculous. I always love his shorts. Look at Critical Canadian shorts. This has no views. Let's watch this one.
Oh, don't buy the home if you can't afford the loan. You'll be on the hook for a $500,000 loan, and when the market finally crashes, you'll be on your fucking asses. Don't buy the home. Oh
my God. This is actually soy face right here. That's got to be an emote right there. CJ, he's accusing us of photoshopping evidence. What do you mean he's accusing us of We haven't photoshopped anything. We have all the fucking details, man. We have everything. We have everything, Critical Canadian. We have been keeping a very watchful eye on you. Oh my God, you are in some deep fucking shit, my friend. But yeah, look at him. There he is doing his big old soy face. And then let's see. How does this escalate? So, you know, I was willing to leave this guy the fuck alone, okay? I was willing. I'm like, okay, we can let bygones be bygones. Let this guy go. And I'm going to tell you this. A few too many times, I would show up to his stream, and he would be streaming in front of 0 people, okay? Now, I'm not one to judge people based on low numbers, okay? Like, if you have a low stream number, if you got 4 people, if you got 10 people, even if you have 2 people, that is, in some way, that is a crowd, that is an audience. You know, if you have 2 active people in the chat, sometimes that's enough, you know? Because at least you're talking to somebody, you're broadcasting to somebody. I want to say for a month in a row, I saw Critical Canadian streaming in front of 0 people for a month, almost a month in a row. So we're going to take a look at his numbers here. Hold on a sec. Oh, shit. Did my mouse really just fucking die right now? That ain't good. All right, so we're gonna rant for a minute here while I let my fucking mouse power up. But yeah, this guy, he goes live in front of no people, and at that point, it really is like a version of psychosis. It's like, okay, so you have this family, you have this job, and you're spending time not hanging out with your family or doing more work-related stuff because you're busy streaming Cyberpunk 2077 in front of 0 people. It's like, dude, go hang out with your stupid fucking family, okay? Hang out with your stupid wife and your stupid kid. At least that's an audience. When you talk to your kid, that's like when you're on Twitch and it says 1 viewer, okay, which you don't have. You have 0 viewers, okay? So I was like, enough is enough with this fucking guy, man. Enough is enough. I can't stand somebody, like, watching somebody throw their life away. And at that point, to not say anything, it's kind of like when you have an alcoholic friend who just can't get it together. So after a certain point, if you have an alcoholic friend and you don't say anything about their alcoholism, you're an asshole. So it's like at a certain point, you have to tell people how it is. You can't keep doing this over and over again. You can't do it. You can't keep going like this. What is your goal? Oh, it's to watch React and to not have a shitty place, blah, blah, blah. There is no place. 0 people is not a fucking place. That's nothing. Okay? If you had 2 people in your audience, that would be a completely fucking different story. That would be a completely different story. You had 0 people in your audience. Ah, man, this is so annoying. This fucking mouse situation, man. This fucking mouse situation. How could I have let my mouse die? I just want to get through all these critical Canadian clips. God damn it. Now I got to wait for my fucking mouse to charge. How's everybody doing? What have we thought about the stream so far? Talk to me in the chat, guys. What is going on here? How are we all doing? Looks like the candles are still burning bright. Hanukkah is still going strong. This is the 23rd night of Hanukkah right here. We just kind of keep it going, man. I like Judaism so much. I do Hanukkah every fucking night. We have in my house. Here's how Jewish this household is over here. We do 365 nights of Hanukkah. So the day before Hanukkah, you light all 365 candles, and then the next day you just light one. So it's like, we're going through a lot of fucking these are big candles too, by the way. We have a whole room. It's like the candle room, where these candles are so big because you got to burn them every fucking day. One of the candles is literally like all the way to the top of the room. It's pretty fucking, I mean, it's too much, to say the least. It's just a little bit too much. Did I have an extra mouse? I think I remember having a mouse somewhere. Where the fuck did I put it? Give me a half a second here, guys. 1 second. All right, let's see. Yes. Yes. Fuck yeah, we're back in business. Yes. Fuck yeah, man. Feels good to be prepared. All right. Let's watch some more of our boy Critical Canadian here. So, again, I was going to let bygones be bygones, but, some of my fans found out about this whole Critical Canadian guy, and they don't like what they see, so they decided to call into his show. So I didn't encourage them to do this. I didn't tell them to do this. They did this on their own accord. So we're going to see. Oh, my God. This is so fun. This phone call is so funny. Luke, I hope that you're in the chat right now. We're going to be going over your phone call right now. So everybody give it up for Luke. Luke is going to be the one in the phone call today.
Fuck no. Fuck that trucker convoy. Like, obtain.
Hello, Clara. How we doing, Clara?
And I think it's...
So, Clara, right now, we're about to go into Luke. He did a phone call into this guy, Critical Canadian stream. It's very funny. I'm going to go over it right now.
To recognize that. And if that wants to switch and we want to move society to seeing it more as an art form, I think that's... And if Barely Political is still listening, he'll...
Standing of the system...
All right, here he is. Here he is. Yes.
Do you think that like
So you got to understand, guys. I was just begging Luke to not go on the show. I was like, dude, this could be seen as targeted harassment. You can't go on the show. This could be bad. And Luke said, listen, CJ, you do your thing. I do my thing. And, you don't control me, CJ. You haven't radicalized me. I have my own agency. So I said, you know what, Luke? This is a free country. If you feel like you want to call in a critical Canadian, you can feel free to do so. I'm not going to stop you. And now we get to, see the content.
outside of a manic episode is an articulate.
All right, let's hear.
If they weren't, like, they could have suffered a ton of consequences kind of surrounding that time period and depending on where they lived, right? So I think there's like a different charitability that we can try to apply to the situation, right?
Oh yeah, the charity.
All right, I just want to hear when you first call in.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I think he needs support, and the only people out there
looking at me, I think it's just kind of more seen. I think you're right. It's more like a standard of like. I think that's okay too. I would prefer that, but I think that's with the understanding that down the line, or Leah or whatever the fuck she calls herself now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she. Okay, boost us even more. You like crazy chatters? We need more crazy chatters. Okay, let's do it up. Could be my Gwen Stacy.
Drag him in.
You're in the green room. Oh my god, what's happening, Luke? What's happening, buddy? You are muted. There you go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Luke, coming in, Luke.
Ooh, Luke,
Can't
not
hear you,
good.
buddy.
You didn't come
Your microphone
prepared.
Might not be connected. We're having technical difficulties. Please stand by. It happens. Happens to the best of us, you know? I once found out for like 2 months I was using my headphone microphones.
Well, that's embarrassing.
didn't
Here we
realize
go.
it. It's been a long time since I've used Discord.
Nice.
All right, here he is.
Good. Hey, just before I hopped in, you mentioned something about the great makeup debate. I have not seen anything about this, so you've got my interest piqued.
You know who that Lavloon or Leah or whatever the fuck she calls herself now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she was. She basically just saying her take was.
By the way, that's another tell, by the way. If somebody's talking about Lavloon, that means they're like a Destiny orbiter, okay? And we all know about orbiters.
That makeup is solely for male gaze and can't be used kind of in any other capacity. I think there's some half-truth to it. I think that I think it's a little bit of both, that it's used for male, like it's used to attract men, but I also think it's used to like gain easy validation through like a beauty standard in society.
Yeah. I we don't want to hear you talking about beauty standards. You're like the most ugly person in the world. You know, I don't know what, like maybe you should be having more strict definitions of beauty standards and you wouldn't look the way that you do. You know, I mean, I don't want to be hearing somebody like this talk about beauty standards, okay?
There could probably be a point in time where makeup is seen more as an art form, but I don't think we're currently at that stage. So I think there's like a half truth to what she's saying, but I don't think it's just quite as like inflammatory or as spicy as she makes it out to be. So
kind of a spin on the classic Jordan Peterson. Oh, the harlots wear lipstick to simulate.
Great impression, by the way. I mean, this guy, like, he owes you some degree of money. I mean, you go on his stream, you start entertaining his crowd. Otherwise, what else do people get? If I click on a critical Canadian stream, I'm going to see this guy mumbling while he plays Half-Life 2. What is the appeal? I don't understand.
they're like lust for men or something like that. I think the realization that there are women out there that wear, because like you have really gorgeous women.
Yeah,
like,
the only people that see makeup as an art is like Olivia from the H3 podcast.
Almost 10 out of 10 women that'll wear makeup, and it's like,
or like drag queens. You know,
why? Why do you feel the need to wear makeup, right? If you're doing it as an art form, that's one thing. But I think with the understanding that down the line you're going to have women that see it as a beauty standard that they have to try to achieve.
Like imagine getting on camera and going on this speech about female beauty standards while you play Half-Life 2. Who the fuck is this for? It's for nobody.
And it kind of makes like this unfair beauty standard that a lot of women
who would
try to live up to,
possibly
because I mean anybody
who would possibly be interested in this
gets up like an hour like to do their makeup for an hour before they go to work. I don't think they're doing it as an art form. I think they're doing professionalism or kind of decorum. Yeah.
I just want to get to the part where Luke changes the subject.
Kind of sucks in a lot of ways because I mean it really doesn't need
change
to be
the
that
subject,
way, but,
Luke.
I mean, that's kind of one of those social things. If you want to change, there needs to be work on like people's ends to kind of eradicate that. What the fuck was that? Is that a squeaky toy?
Oh, I was just uncorking a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, okay.
I'm a day drinker. It's my day off.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it 5 o'clock somewhere? Based.
So.
Oh, and listen to that, by the way. So that's gonna come up later in this video. So right now, he's like, "Oh, Base, you're day drinking." Wait till you see how Critical Canadian uses that against Luke when Luke decides to turn. Because what we're about to witness, Luke does this so well. And I don't even think Luke meant to do this, but he ends up having like a 15 to 20 minute full conversation where everything sounds normal, and then all of a sudden he just turns on it. It's so funny.
Luke.
Okay.
Besides my day job, I'm an executive producer of Breakland on YouTube.
Okay.
As well as a show called Slander, but it's a much smaller show.
Well, you didn't have to say that, but I mean, it's true, but all right, fair enough.
Nerd, so. Formerly of the Keemstar Show.
Okay.
That didn't last long, though. And, yeah, you know, I'm in business. I don't really want to talk about personal business too much. I don't want to get...
So, yeah, right there, he's like, okay, I work for Salvo.
What can be done about that?
So now they're having a full debate about Kanye West.
Do you...
And that is very troublesome to me.
Yeah, that is a little worrisome for sure.
See, everything's cordial, everything is friendly.
And I see it getting cheered on a lot more often than
Everything seems fine.
I had one with mine, and I've never met people who have.
That's fair. I've been married for...
Oh, I think this is where the turning starts happening. When you start bringing up his wife.
It's the consequences of your choices and the actions you want to take, right? This is why I think even though it's not zero and he might not share most of the blame for the state he's in, I think still realizing that there's going to be things that you do that are going to get public backlash. I think it's understandable because what you're basically
isn't it nice of me to parse through all this boringness for you guys? That's what it is with these Twitch streams, man. You're going through hours of boringness, and I'm combing through all this, and I'm giving you time codes and shit. That's what I do.
Asking society to do is
Sorry to interrupt.
Here we go.
Quick non sequitur.
Yep.
What is all that stuff behind you?
Honest to God, I'm in just a half finished basement because we're in the process of moving. Because we're selling our house and we're trying to sell my in-laws' house because we're trying to go into an intergenerational household. So it's just
nice, an intergenerational household.
Finished basement.
By the way, we're gonna get into this later. This guy's got a weird relationship with his mother-in-law, man. I honest to God think that this guy's having a sexual relationship with his mother-in-law. I think the two of them are fucking slapping meat hard. He's got to use a lot of coconut oil because that is a dry woman. Okay? This guy is doing some stuff he's not supposed to do. He might even be involving his wife in like a three-way with, the mom and daughter. You got those types of weird fucking fantasies. Listen, I would not put it past these Canadians, man. These Canadians are gross.
It's my son's chair, a couple of sweaters, printer, and stuff. This isn't my normal setup, so...
When you say intergenerational household, you mean you're moving into your parents' house?
In-laws, yeah. So yes.
Listen to how the tone has completely shifted.
Right. Yeah, my mother-in-law doesn't have to work anymore, so she's got health issues that she can't deal with very much. So we're trying to make.
Did you have a good relationship with your mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unique to me because I've never had one with mine, and I've never met people who have.
That's fair. I've been married for almost 10 years, 9 years here. So I've been with my now wife for almost 12. So yeah, we have a very unique relationship. So
must be a Canadian thing.
Yeah. Yeah, must be a Canadian thing. Yeah, unique relationship, huh? Yeah, real unique. Yep. Like kind of like one of those relationships where you guys don't wear clothes and she's got like big hanging saggy parts of her body and you like looking at them so you can get nice and fucking rock solid. That type of unique? Like what type of unique are we talking about? Because I've heard of some mother-in-law relationships and the way that you're describing yours, it doesn't sound like any mother-in-law relationship that I've ever had. Me personally, I mean, listen, I get along with my future mother-in-law, but not the way that you do. Listen, if I liked my future mother-in-law the way that you like your mother-in-law, Naomi would not be happy about that. Does your wife know about this? Does she?
No, it's a me thing. I'm usually a very easygoing person, and there's a lot of
by easygoing he means he's a pushover. He's the family pushover. Throw him in the unfinished basement. Don't put him in the house. Put all his ugly fucking neon lights and Funko Pops and Marvel movie posters in the basement where he could yell about xenogenders while he plays what the hell is that game? Factorio,
There's a lot of personality traits that kind of overlap with my mother-in-law, with myself. So we all get along really well. We've been living here for quite some time now. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm lost in the sauce on the Kanye stuff, but I did kind of wonder, what is your opinion on xenogenders and pronouns and stuff like that?
By the way, I want that. My goal with all this messing with Twitch debate people, I want to make it where like saying that like I want to debate you about xenogenders. I want that to be like a dog whistle code for us. Like whenever we're messing with people in like the Twitch debate space, say you're having a debate on xenogenders. Like you ever heard this where like you're smoking weed and it's a safety meeting. We're having a safety meeting. I'm having a debate about xenogenders. That's how I want that to be.
I think if you're going to take them up, that's fine. But you have to realize you're going to have to explain those to people that you're using those ones. And if they either don't want to use them or they can't remember them, I think you're just going to have to deal because they're things that are kind of outside of the normal zeitgeist. So.
Mm-hmm. And then what would you consider like just a standard non-binary person to be part of that, or?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could if you wanted to. I don't know if you really
turn
because it's not really a new one, but.
So if I asked you to they them me and you forgot, you don't think that's the same severity as if I said
I asked you to they them me.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm about 3 shots down in the whiskey, and I enjoyed talking to you. But
yeah.
Do you think this has been a good conversation? Because I don't do this often.
Yeah, I think so. It's been pretty fruitful. Nobody's yelled at each other. Nobody's called each other names or anything like that. I think it's been pretty fruitful.
How is that? These guys, their whole value system doesn't make any sense. So it's been a good talk because nobody yelled at each other and it's been cordial. How the fuck is that a good? Why would you want that as a talk? Like if I'm a content creator, why would I want everybody coming onto my platform and being cordial and nice? Who's that for? Is that for you to network or is that for the audience to watch content they enjoy? I think it's the former. I think it's going to be the former. Nobody wants to watch 2 guys getting along. That's not good content.
Okay, because I was watching your stream up to this point and the conversation we had. I'd give you probably a 2 out of 10.
Yes.
It's so boring. I know I'm boring too, but I'm not hosting a stream.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely never be one to say my streams are like super interesting or like.
Yeah, I mean. Then you should quit. If you're not one to say your streams are interesting, you should quit. You should stop streaming.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely never be one to say my streams are like super interesting or like hardcore entertaining. I don't think I've ever marketed myself as such.
Oh, it's good that you've never marketed yourself as entertaining as a streamer. That's so cool.
And there, if people, the thing is, like, I have one guy doing the sleepy emotes in my chat. Go somewhere else, dude. Like, you're the one wasting your life watching me when I can tell you that I'm not entertaining to any degree. I'm a fucking 30-year-old dad that works fucking 60 hours a week in the summer and then likes to chill out during the winter when it's the off season.
Wow, can't wait to listen to that guy tell me how the world is supposed to work. Thank you for streaming and wasting bandwidth.
Right, and then I stream as a hobby. I've never tried to market myself as something I'm not.
Hello, Abby Blackbird.
Years and you're 30?
Yes, sir. Well, I've been married 9 years, and I've been with my wife 12.
Okay, so
Yeah.
high school sweetheart kind of a thing.
Just out of high school, met. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of those relationships ended cheating.
Nope. Very faithful, both ends.
That's good.
It's cute that you're trying to insinuate that. Is that how your relationship ended?
My relationship hasn't ended.
Ooh, well, you know what they say. Projection is sometimes the cost of reality.
I like how insults are so easy, but he's so bad at them. Have you noticed that? Insults and being mean are like really easy. They're so easy, but he's so bad at them.
But what would you market yourself as?
Just an every average day nobody.
Just an average everyday nobody? No, you average yourself. This is what you said about yourself. We wrote it down. You go to the stream to not be judged. We go to the stream to enjoy content. We go to enjoy conversation, to enjoy React, to enjoy video games, to enjoy chats like this. We're going to enjoy other intellectual things without the fear of worrying about what kind of absolutely fucked up garbage I'm bringing to my doorstep. That's why I go to a Critical Canadian stream. So what is this? What are you saying now? So I don't go for any of that stuff. What do I go for now?
You know what they say. Projection is sometimes the cost of reality.
But
projection is sometimes the cost of reality. I've never heard that saying. Is that like some type of Canadian Justin Trudeau blackface saying?
Say projection is sometimes the cost of reality.
But what would you market yourself as?
Just an every average day nobody.
Oh, that's great. that's dope, dude. That's great. Oh, yeah, let me just go click on this stream. An average everyday nobody. Does he actually have a bio? I mean, it's like, dude. Let's see here. Oh, here's what he says. I am snarky and sarcastic, but also lovable. That's true. Please make yourself comfortable and let's play while I probably watch a debate review and make meaningless interjections. Oh, no, I can't wait for the meaningless interjections. Wow, this is great. Like, why not try? It's like, if you're going to do something, you might as well try, right? I hate these people who do stuff and then they don't try because they act like it's like too cool to try. Like, I put thought into my fucking show, man. Like, I try to get guests. I try to talk about things that people want to talk about. Why not? Like, why not try? Like, why let life just kind of slip by you? So here's how he markets himself. Look, like many Canadians, I suffer from what's called seasonal employment disorder, in which I have an abundance of free time in the winter and then never see my family in the summer. I will talk about what the fuck? What? I don't understand. This Canadian shit is weird, man. I hate that. I think we should invade Canada in like a theoretical video game, like invasion video game, not in real life or anything. But I mean, if like theoretically in a video game, if we like did invade Canada and took over their voter base, I mean, like that would be fucking fantastic. You know what they do? You know, in Canada, assisted suicide is legal. Like one of the leading causes of death in Canada is assisted suicide because like like if you can't afford your medicine in Canada, they recommend that you kill yourself. That's you know, that sounds like a joke, but that's like real. It's like really one of the most fucked up countries there is. It's like Futurama with the suicide booth. I will talk about pretty much anything with anybody. Even well, can we talk about how you're fucking your mother-in-law? Is that a topic that we're allowed to talk about? Even if I am not fully versed on the top. Oh, you're versed about that one, buddy. Let me tell you that. Because it allows me to gain new ideas and perspectives on things others and myself believe. However, I rarely, if ever, will take your claim at face value. Oh, okay. Well, what about my claim? What did I do that?
So why would you stream?
Because I enjoy it and it's a good hobby.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, if you're not going to try doing something, why even try?
The cost of reality.
But what would you market yourself as?
Just an every average day nobody.
So sad.
Because I enjoy it and it's a good hobby and it's a way for me to get my ideas out into the world.
I mean, if you have such a good relationship, wouldn't this time be?
Dude, it's my way to get my ideas out in the world. Bro, nobody is watching your shit. Your ideas aren't going anywhere. Is this like a time capsule for like, I think this guy thinks it's going to be like Van Gogh. When he dies, his YouTube channel is going to be this big thing. Dude, your ideas are not getting out there. Nobody's watching.
So why would you stream?
Because I enjoy it and it's a good hobby and it's a way for me to get my ideas out into the world.
I mean, if you have such a good relationship, wouldn't this time be better spent with your wife?
Yeah, my wife is sleeping because she's not feeling well. Are you spending time with your wife right now?
My wife's at day off.
Are you with your wife right now?
My wife's at work and it's my day off. Should I go to her job to hang out with her?
Well, I mean, there must be better ways for you to spend your time than to be on a Discord call with me. Like, if you're going to call me a loser for wasting my time streaming, I'm going to equally... Hang on, no. Now I'm going to weekly turn around and call you...
I love that move, by the way. Whoa.
Loser for wasting my time streaming. I'm going to equally... Hang on, no. Now I'm going to weekly turn around and call you an absolute fucking waste of skin for being on this Discord call with me.
Whoa, I did not call you...
Yeah, you're insinuating it, but that's cute that you want to walk that back.
Isn't it funny how, like, you know, back in the day... You used to watch TV and TV would like happen and you couldn't get involved in it. Now you could literally go to a Twitch stream where there are one viewer and you could take over the whole show. And now you have your own show. It's so fun.
You are.
Is this a Canadian thing?
No, this is like dealing with idiots thing.
Whoa. All right, I have not once called you a loser. And
You're trying to imply it, right? You're like, why would you be doing this if you're not entertaining and not spending time with your wife? Right? The implication is clearly there.
It's a good question. I mean, you're streaming for 4 people.
Mhm.
It was
I'm sorry.
1 person before I joined.
Sure. Do you put a lot of value in that clout? Is that what you see as like a fulfilling life?
I mean, if I was going to stream and I couldn't get more than 4 people to watch me, I would probably not see the value in it.
Okay. What if I see different value in it than just getting clout and attention and money?
What type of value? I don't understand what value he's seeing in streaming for 0 people.
What sort of value?
I already told you. Were you not listening? I want you to restate what I said to you. Why I do it. I've already told you.
It was a hobby, and
Mhm.
you use it to get your ideas out there.
Okay.
But your ideas aren't out there.
But they are, because they're on the internet, right? I don't have to reach a large audience. I never said part of that was reaching a large audience.
Oh, don't you love? He's moving the goalpost right there. So he's saying, oh, my goal doesn't have to be reaching a big audience. Yeah, but you should have a audience. You should have one guy. You know, for the longest time, this stream here, it was like me and Cowbell. For the longest time, none of the rest of you guys were here. It was me streaming for Cowbell and a couple schizos that we would find in the Twitch politics category. And that was it. And that was enough. I mean, at least that's some type of an audience. This guy's got nobody except for haters. All 4 people hate him and want to make fun of him. But I'll tell you this. I don't want to get it twisted. With somebody like Critical Canadian, I want him to be super mega famous. My dream would be if Critical Canadian had like 500 concurrent viewers. I want this guy to have so many fucking viewers, man. Because that would make it more interesting. It's almost like it feels like I'm like beating a mentally challenged dog. You know, it's like it's just not. It doesn't feel right. Because you got 0 people, you got nobody in your court. Your family doesn't love you. You live in Canada, it's fucking cement. I mean, it's bad, man. It's bad. So I feel bad, but it's also like you're just such a prick. You're just such a prick. But the only hope I could have is that you somehow get famous and I feel less bad about how mean I got to treat you. But this has got to give. This cannot stand. I mean, we can't just let this stand. You know, you arrogant sack of shit. You can't be arrogant with 0 viewers.
You're engaging with my ideas right now. My ideas are obviously getting out there.
on just some random WordPress website and no one ever goes to the URL.
That's
My
fine.
ideas are not out there.
They are out there. They're out there for people to consume in some medium. Not a lot of people are going to consume them, right? But people are you're still putting them out there.
Yeah, they're out there, but they're not.
So?
There. I mean, if a bear shits in the woods, right?
And one person is watching it. That person is seeing that bear shit in the woods.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter like that 400 people aren't watching that bear.
And keep in mind, what makes this so funny is they had like a 25-minute cordial conversation and then they just like turned. It's so funny.
It's me, the guy who's giving you the...
Why do you care so much about how many viewers I have and what I do with my time? Why are you obsessed with me?
I'm obsessed.
Well, you are. Like, this is obviously a topic that you...
Oh, and I love that insult too. Oh, we're upset. Yeah, we're obsessed, bro. That's a big problem for you. Like, it's not an insult, we're obsessed. It's like, that's like an insult that we would say to you. Yo, we're obsessed. It's not like, that's not going to make us stop. Oh, we're obsessed? Well, yeah. Yeah, we are, man.
Very passionate about it. Passionate enough to bring up on my stream. Why do you feel so passionate about it?
You said some foolish stuff about Kanye. I had to set the...
Well, that you think is foolish, and that's okay.
I very clearly owned you in the marketplace.
Oh, you did, bud. I'm fucking devastated.
You know, and maybe your ideas just aren't well formulated enough to be put out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. This is entirely possible.
So maybe you should go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe one day I will. Have you ever considered...
And it's like, okay, you know, you look at this at first glance, and I could see how you could think this is mean, right? But again, like my whole point that I was making before about an alcoholic friend or family member, sometimes it takes a little bit of tough love. And they call it tough love for a reason. They put the word love in there. There's something compassionate about telling somebody who's going down a long, dark road that they're doing something wrong. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's not easy to be mean, okay? It's not easy to be mean. Sometimes being honest means you're being mean. So I want to say Luke is a wholesome guy, man. I mean, Luke is generous enough to be telling this guy exactly what he needs to hear. He needs to hear that he's wasting his fucking time. He should be spending time with his kids. There's better use of his time. I'm not even saying that he shouldn't be making YouTube videos, but he should be putting the most minimal amount of thought into his fucking videos, okay?
You shouldn't day drink?
No, I have not considered that on my days off.
Oh, there goes that pop of that cork again. Glug, glug, glug.
Oh. And this is what I mean about people who change it up when you start acting mean to them. You know, it's like, listen, if you feel like I'm an alcoholic, I'm drinking, bring it up. Bring it up the first time. Don't pretend it's cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Oh. Now you're going to use it against him in this weird sort of way?
Oh, there goes that pop of that cork again. Glug, glug, glug. I'm sure your liver loves you.
Do you have a bad relationship with alcohol?
No, actually. I think alcohol is pretty disgusting for the most part.
Luke is right on the money. As soon as he answers, you're just fucking next up. Okay, keep the temperature high.
That sounds like a bad relationship with alcohol.
No.
Okay, well, this was a complete waste of time.
I agree, and yet you continue to engage with it. Interesting.
Wait, but I thought it was fruitful. I thought it was a fruitful conversation. Didn't he say that 10 minutes ago? How fruitful the conversation was? Now all of a sudden the guy's mean, so I guess, was it fruitful? Were you lying?
Clearly a man that enjoys wasting his time.
You know, I think you should watch Destiny some more, take more notes, because you're just not there yet.
And yet, you wanted to come on and chat with me. Why would you want to do that with an absolute nobody who's just wasting his time?
Because I'm Kanye's biggest fan.
Clearly.
Right? And when I hear people just say the most retarded shit about him, I have to step in. He's a black man. He has a lower IQ than the rest of us. And
yikes.
And yet you're trying to say that he's the next Hitler, and it's ridiculous.
Banhammer. Yikes.
And he gets banned, and that's how Luke did his first Twitch politics prank call. And we are going to make this a weekly segment on the show, everybody. I want y'all calling in to these Twitch debate shows, okay? I want you guys. My dream is to have, you know how they have those Twitch panels where it's like the hippy dippy panel hosted by Dylan Burns? I want to get it where every single person on the panel is an op and the host doesn't know about it. I want you guys getting into these Twitch debates. I have a whole list of people I want you guys debating about xenogenders. I want you guys debating Fabian Liberty. I want you guys debating poly people. I want you guys debating Hunter Avalon. And every week I'm going to showcase a new call that we do into one of these fucking streams. But that was it. And, look at this. This is an amazing thing that he does. As a way to own the haters, remember, this guy's been ranting and raving about how the numbers don't matter and clout is making our judgment bad or whatever. Let's listen to the little speech he goes on at the end of his
People
stream here.
just didn't want to. There's still a lot of weird people out there. That's awesome. Well, that's fantastic. Well, I hope you make yourself welcome in our chat. You know what? This is a good place to quit. I hear somebody upstairs, and I did promise to spend a little bit of time with the mother-in-law if she was up for doing things. So this is where I'm going to leave all of you beautiful people, okay? To all the haters, I say God bless, okay? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, sometimes. You got to be really careful on who's talking about school stuff, so.
Pull up the numbers.
Okay.
Because somebody who really doesn't care about clout, they don't really care about the numbers.
Oh, later. That's fine. Watch away, brother. Unlike the rest of you degenerate fucks, I'm actually I'm pretty based. So if you like the stream, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you all the hitters. Look at this. Look at this, chat. I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. We hit 21 views today.
Oh my god, dude! It's like, no, you can't go on these long rants about how clout. You don't care about clout, and now you're gonna pull up your stream numbers to brag about having an average of 4 views. No, dude. Oh my god.
The average view length of 16 minutes. Chat rate of 4, congruent viewers 5. This is mainly because we got so many haters. Look at that. Six concurrent viewers. Look at that. That's all due to you, chat.
Oh my god.
Fucking every single one of those numbers is you. We earned that 8 at our peak. Okay? Much love. We'll see you guys later.
Unreal. Unfucking real. So he leaves for about 30 minutes to go fuck his mother-in-law. Supposedly. You know, that's what I think he was doing. It's an opinion. I can't be sued for that. That's my opinion. And then he gets back on camera so he could have a debate, right? So he starts talking to this woman, and oh my, here, I'll show you this woman. So we're gonna hear a little bit of her talking, but oh my god, wait till you see this fucking crazy bitch, man. Oh my god, I had no idea. And I saw she had commented on one of my videos a few days prior. So she is aware of who I am. 3445. Okay, here it is.
Yeah, no shit. It's been quite a number of months. Yeah, I've been pretty good. Been keeping. So.
I'm glad to hear that. Anything going on with you? Anything interesting you want to talk about? Any controversies of mine that you just want to address now that you can? Or
any controversies of yours?
Okay, so he's talking to this girl for a while, and we're like, who the fuck is this person? We started doing some digging, and apparently this person had a debate with Destiny about why you shouldn't kill your rapist. So we're gonna listen to that. I mean, whew.
Hey everybody, tonight we're debating whether or not it's ethically permissible to smite an abuser or rapist, and we are starting right now with Steven's opening statement. Thanks so much for being...
Okay, it's like, even if this is... It's the same thing with the whole pedo. It's like, all these... They want to have this, like, debate bro thing about how pedophilia, we actually have to be nicer to pedophiles, and, you know, it's like an edgy debate. It's the dumbest thing. Even to put yourself in a position where you're talking about this shit is losing. That is losing the plot. Why the fuck are you talking about that? And it's the same with this. So you're going to get on a debate with Destiny about why you shouldn't kill rapists. Like, why would you ever put yourself in that position?
Steven, the floor is all yours.
Hey, I think that as long as you've got somebody on proper notice and somebody is going to either enact violence against you or
invade or steal something that you believe.
By the way, Destiny is he is a sex addict. Destiny is addicted to pussy. Wife pussy is not enough for him, so he has to fuck every e-girl on planet Earth for some reason. And now this guy's got bright blue hair. You got to see this guy's bright blue hair. It is such a bad look. I don't know why he decided to do it. It looks horrible.
Or do some damage to your person, or do some damage to a loved one. You ought to be able to defend yourself. The level of that.
And look at, I mean, this looks like what if Critical Canadian had an ugly daughter. This is what she would look like down here. I mean, look at how fetal alcohol this whole situation is right here.
Is going to escalate all the way up to whatever's necessary. So for instance, if somebody tries to steal something of yours and you punch them and they punch back and then you kick them and then they pull out a knife, you can pull out a gun, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that it is within your right.
This girl, she looks like she should be fucking, like, she should have a sack of potatoes over her shoulder. You know, she like is from a rural Ukrainian village. Like, what is going on? This whole beauty standard thing, remember Critical Canadian was talking about beauty standard? I mean, maybe this girl should learn about makeup as an art form, you know? That's
your body, your
just
person
saying here.
that's next to you with as much force as necessary, and then depending on how the other person decides to respond, that can go up to and including killing the person.
You got it. Thank you very much for that quick and pithy opening statement. We're going to kick it over to Rose, but want to say, folks, if it's your first time here, welcome to Modern Day Debate. We're a new...
So she's a complete fucking idiot. Like, I don't know why you would ever put yourself in this type of situation. And now we're gonna get to when he finds out, he finds out that I'm involved with the phone call somehow. He finds out. You know what's so funny about this guy? So he had 0 viewers again. So, you know, I see Critical Canadian. He's got 0 viewers. So, of course, I'm going to go check it out. And this guy, as soon as he got an amount of viewers, he was suspicious. That's as a streamer, that is a very bad position to be in. When you're suspicious that people are coming to your stream, you're on high alert now. That ain't good. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Let's get to the part where he thinks he figures out.
Yeah,
that
no shit. It's
CJ did
been
it.
quite a.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. We'll talk to you. Well, I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
All right. Sweet. Talk to you. Bye.
Bye. And that was Rose Malay, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the conversation. I think it was pretty good. Oh, nice. That's where all the hate was coming from.
Where? Oh, yeah. I skipped a very important part. Yeah, let's listen to the first question that he asked Rose Malay.
Super common. I guess what was different with me is like.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Basically does.
Nice.
So,
it's a good feeling.
2:30 today, and it's 11:08. So I was kind of cutting it close. My procrastination meant that I had weeks to do it, but I just did it all today.
That's
so.
the way to. That's the way to go. It's the way to write essays. Right on the skim of your teeth.
As long as I get like a 60 out of 200, I pass the class. So I think I'm gonna be okay.
Oh, you got lots of space then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did it all right. I'm pretty proud of myself. So yeah, that was how I spent my morning. So. How have you been?
I've been pretty good.
It's been a while since I've talked to you.
Yeah, no shit. It's been quite a number of months. Yeah, I've been pretty good. Been keeping. So.
I'm glad to hear that. Anything going on with you? Anything interesting you want to talk about? Any controversies of mine that you just want to address now that you can? Or
any controversies of yours or mine or just in general?
In general, like if there's like a discussion, I've been wanting to like go on people's shows and just like talk about stuff, but I haven't had the opportunity.
Yeah, okay.
So I can just get to talk about stuff. That's cool.
All right, so what is the first question he's going to ask her? Is it going to be something about her stance on healthcare, xenogenders? What is he going to talk? What is this guy going to talk about? And what does that say about him? Let's listen.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably your most contentious one that I'm kind of curious about. Let's discuss your, like, are you open to discussing your, like, rape fantasies and stuff like that?
Oh my god. Whoa!
Yeah, you know what? You're probably your most contentious one that I'm kind of curious about. Let's discuss your, like, are you open to discussing your, like, rape fantasies and stuff like that?
Whoo! Okay, so he gets her on, and the first question that he asks her is, let's talk about your rape fantasies. So we're like, who is this guy? I mean, this guy, he's horny out of his mind. He's fucking his stepmom. I mean, he's talking to girls about their rape fantasies. So we got thinking, like, we're like, this guy is like the horniest guy alive. He's so horny. And as it turns out, if you go through, we did some digging, okay? I hired an investigation team to dig through this critical Canadian guy. And here's some of the stuff that we found. And I had to blur a lot of these images out. So we're going to go through the catalog. All right, buckle up, everybody. Are you guys ready? This is pretty serious. Okay, here we go. I paid $500 for this. So I go, critical Canadian, we've been doing some digging. And he goes, okay, go ahead, dude. I'm clearly living rent-free in your head. I look forward to whatever videos you make on me or whatever dirt you have on me. This is actually obsessed. You're actually obsessed with me. Oh, yeah. Again, I am. Okay, so now this is from his likes, okay? So this is the type of stuff that a married man is liking publicly on his Twitter account. So, yeah, this doesn't really seem like the type of likes that a married man does. So, if I post more thirst traps, will somebody buy me a bigger bathroom? Okay. Oh, you are liking a lot of... Do you speak whatever language this is, critical Canadian? What language is that? Oh, you really... Oh, you like the word? Oh, you don't know what fucking language that is. You're here for the fucking tits, you horny bastard. It gets worse, man. Yeah, look at this. Damn, these glasses really make my ass pop. He liked this. Look at this. I actually had to even censor some of these right here. So, booty. This is what he likes. Look at that. She's wearing a whole fucking thong. She had her whole ass out. I had to scratch it out. Look at what this guy likes. Look, I had to scratch her fucking breasts out. Look at this. Link in bio. I'm just going to believe you have an emote nipple. Oh, you think that's cute? You think that's cute flirting? Lol, quite horny the last few days. It's the damn OnlyFans. Back in my day, we all went down to actual cornfields and did the old who you do on a pile of corn. Indeed, the only way to get it on. So he fucks on corn, okay? You can adjust the brush size, you know. That's what I was doing. I was just frantically scratching her ass out. Lol, excuse me, but as someone who has to put a little one and at times my wife to bed, I'm looking for tactical advice. So who's the overtly horny one now? It's you, so take this. Oh, let's see this right here. Things that make Mr. Bean leap out of bed in the morning. Alarm clock that's been ringing since 10 minutes. Sunlight blasting in the room. Me prodding him gently and telling him to wake up. Me telling him that his kofifi is ready. I don't know what the fuck that means, but listen to what he says. He goes, okay, but now the question is, what things make Mr. Beans hop into bed? Ooh, he's thinking about fucking sex. All he thinks about is sex and destiny. Lol, true. When I had the alt account, like my feed was 98% horny trans women, and I tried to add more cis women, but I would see tweets they liked from trans Oh my God, bro. I got one with boobies. He liked this. This is a liked post. I like how the AI said, let there be ass. I had to scratch out the AI ass right here. I'll let you lick the spoon. This was another like. And look at this fucking shit right here. This is the most disgusting fucking thing. I mean, this is just porn. It's her grabbing his fucking dick. I scratched out the cleavage. I scratched out the man's cleavage because that was fucking gross. And I had to scratch... Dude, this is on your public Twitter. What is going on with you? I went to the gym this morning and broke a new PR. Sigma male female jawline posted as a treat. Hop in. These curbs ain't getting run over themselves. Oh, man. This is a... Oh, no. This is a good one. Okay. If you have two that at least show you can execute a planned outfit that isn't dog shit, I can allow it. Oh my God. There he is, Mr. Critical Canadian. Your substitute teacher checking in. Well, at least I made my boobas nice. More AI drawn pornography. He loves his drawn pornography for some reason. What is this? How I imagine... Oh, this is so fucking funny right here. So he's fantasizing about what he wants to do with the trolls, which is pretty fucking great. How I imagine trolls who come into my stream. Lol, same. When people try to body shame me, I tell them to put a picture of them in chat so we could judge them. Pretty cowardly to judge others. Oh, God. Oh, man, I love this fucking guy. Look at this, man. Red hair is still beautiful. And then he leaves another creeper comment. One of the classic Canadian creeper. Not critical Canadian. He should go by creepy Canadian. Canadian creep would be a good name. You could still keep the CC. Red hair is still just so beautiful. That it is. You are very talented. Can't wait to see more art in the future. What is this? More, but what does this mean? You seem pretty cool. You obviously love your home country, passionate about your ideas, and seem comfortable in your own body as you are willing to share it with the world. I know. Oh, God. Dude, you can jack off without sending the girls messages, you know? Just send them money. You don't have to send them messages. I know you long for a connection that brings you love and fulfillment, and I hope that one day you find it. Give me a dopamine rush. So it's him commenting on some OnlyFans chick. And that's the type of stuff he gets involved in. But now we're going to hear when he finds out that it's, it's me. Well, let's listen.
Yeah, actually, yes.
All right, where does he find out? Then we're going to hear what he has to say about it. Listen to him frantically typing when he thinks he has it all figured out.
Pretty good. Oh, nice. That's where all the hate was coming from.
Dude, I don't know how he could have figured it out. It's so funny. Like, as all this was going on, I was time coding his video. I was, like, retweeting him. And he thinks that he, like, figured it out. Like, I'm going through all these efforts to hide the fact that I didn't do anything. I didn't do this. This is all Luke. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Luke did this on his own. I begged Luke. I'm like, Luke, please leave Critical Canadian alone. This guy, he's a family man. He lays cement. And Luke's like, I don't care. He said something mean about Kanye, so now I'm getting involved. I'm like, Luke, you're your own man. I don't support it, but if you do it, do your thing, right?
Sorry, getting DMs. Getting behind the scenes DMs. We have...
Yeah, you think you're behind the scenes, huh?
Breaking news, boys and girls. We know where the hate was coming from. For those of you that don't know, we'll give a quick attention to some terrible. He's not even that terrible. He's just more of a pain in the ass at this point.
These guys, they can't even bring themselves to say that I'm bad at this point because I'm not. It's like, if you go through my catalog of videos and the way that I fight with people, I'm clearly not a bad person, so they can't even bring themselves to saying that. It's so good.
Just more of a pain in the ass. Stop being obsessed with me, okay?
Nope.
While back, we got a tweet that it was really weird. It was like somebody has like, oh, I got DMs from CC, like he was trying to groom me. Okay, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Who is this person? I have no idea who this is. Well, it was a prank that they were playing on BX Bullet as a way to kind of like get her attention. Sorry, CJ Browne.
Yes, that's me.
For those of you that don't know. Okay?
Okay, the funniest part about this, the whole audience is still people that know me, that I begged not to go to his stream. Those are the only people in the show, the ones that I begged not to go. They said, CJ, we're going on our own. It's okay. They're all people that know me. They don't know you that well. They're just getting to know you, and they're getting to know you pretty well. Dude, we have like 10 people full time looking into your whole shit. My Discord is basically like a critical Canadian Kiwi Farms. That's what it's kind of turned into. We have examined all these little bits about you, and we are so excited to get our findings together. We're working on a whole 500-page report about you, and it's going to really cause some serious damage in your life. So prepare.
We had one conversation. He looked like a complete fucking moron. Okay?
Oh, did I?
Wait, is somebody DMing you about me? Oh no, it's not. No, it's not about you. It's about somebody. Somebody was DMing me.
I was unaware that I look like a moron in that conversation. Wow, that's kind of like a that's news to me. I didn't know about that.
And this person is obsessed. Okay. Yeah. Look at. Okay.
Isn't it nice of me?
Critical Canadians Live. Join his chat room.
Isn't it nice of me to give him content and to give him something to talk about? It's like you would think that he would be grateful for that. Like, why is he not grateful? I don't understand.
Confuse him. So, CJ Browne, man, you are absolutely obsessed. Sorry, let me respond to this. And he's just one chat, and he has been ass mad ever since, and he will just not leave me alone. Like, I don't think about him. I don't tweet about him. I don't talk about him. I even told Zen that is like, yeah, he's probably an okay dude. He just involved me in a prank that was pretty fucking stupid, and I didn't appreciate it. And instead of just owning that fact, he, like, doubles down. He's like, oh, BX is, like, a garbage person. Wasn't really denying it. It was just that you were adding me into a thing
you kind of
that
were
had
at the
nothing
time.
to fucking do with me. I'm pretty sure, you know what? I'm going to... Linkers, you want some CC lore? I'm gonna go get the video for you right now.
And then he plays basically the whole video, and we just relitigate everything we just did. So that was the Critical Canadian segment of the show today. I mean, wow, it's so nice having a new guy. We have one more segment today. We're gonna go over the Bo Blacks plushie incident. So we're gonna go talk about Bo Blacks and plushies. So that is up next. That is our last segment for today. We're going to watch this. I just feel like I got to give my 2 cents about this. I feel like Bo Blacks is really not getting it. He's just not getting what he's doing wrong. And a lot of it has to do with, a certain illness that he has, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to watch some of that. Let me pull this on the screen.
This goddamn plush that I made with Makeship has caused so much drama that now Keemstar and Ethan are beefing over this thing. I'm not kidding. There's a ton of coincidences that led to this point, and the whole story is just wild. So let's start with the basics.
Story.
Makeship is...
So he's about to give you the beginning of the story here, but, Bo Black, he doesn't really give the full story. In fact, he doesn't even, really... help you understand the story at all. The story is Bo Blacks decided to partner with this company that said, if you can produce enough sales to get 200 plushie sales, then we'll produce your item. And if you can't hit the 200, then everybody that tried to give money for the plushies is going to get refunded. So they're all going to get refunded. And it was about 2 weeks into this. I don't know how long it was, actually. It was, an embarrassing amount of time had passed. And this motherfucker sold, I want to say it was something like 22 plushies, which, dude, Bo Blacks has 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. I could sell more fucking plushies than that, and nobody watches me. So for this guy who is friends with Turkey Tom, who had this big plushie sale where Turkey Tom made all this money, Bo Blacks is looking like a fucking idiot. So he had to do some really sketchy things in order to get the plushies sold. So we're going to listen at this point to his side of the story. But I needed to set the record straight about the beginning of this. This all started because he only sold like 24 plushies, and we were laughing at him every day. We were making fun of this fucking guy. Oh, look at Roblox. He can't sell the plushies. This guy's an idiot. He can't sell shit. It made him self-conscious, and it made him do things that he wouldn't normally do.
Website/service that allows content creators to pitch plush ideas to the company, where they then choose to accept you or not, and you go through about a 6-month process for them to design and send out a sample of your plush. Once everything is finalized, you are then able to launch a campaign where you have to sell at least 200 pre-orders of the plush within a month in order for them to justify the cost of making these plushies and sending them out to people. Now, normally a month would be plenty of time to promote these plushies on my YouTube channel, but due to a channel strike that I got near the end of October,
Let's see that. Oh, I just spilled a little bit. Okay, so this guy, your channel has 2 strikes, which means you won't be able to do things like upload, post, live for 2 weeks. Okay, so you have 300,000 people, and you have no other way to reach them. I mean, yo, if you have 300, how many fans do you have? You know, if you have 300,000 subscribers, I would, my guess, if your shit is organic, you'd have maybe like 3,000 ride or die fans. These 3,000 people, that's 10%. That's a conservative amount. 10% of your audience is ride or die. Anything you do, they're going to support. You got an item, they're going to buy it. You got a video, they're going to watch it. So this whole thing about like, oh, I couldn't post on my YouTube. You have no way of reaching your fans. Your fans couldn't figure out that you had plushies for sale. Your ride or dies who, you know, I have some ride or die. These people, I don't even have to post anything, and they just pop up in my chat room. They find you. If you are somebody doing anything interesting, your people are going to find you. So for you to have 300,000 fans and to only sell 24 plushies, that is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. It's like, how are those? So you have bots. So your shit is all bots. Like what? Or there are people that hate you? Like what is it? You have all these fucking rubberneckers. Nobody's a fan.
And me from uploading for 2 weeks, I didn't get a chance to promote these plushies on my main YouTube channel near the beginning of the month. And even when I did get unbanned, in my first video back I wasn't able to promote them either, as the video that got struck off of YouTube had a sponsorship in it. A sponsorship that
I have no way of promoting. There's no way for me to have promoted this thing that I... Well, then don't agree to do it, you idiot. If you can't sell the shit, don't agree to sell it.
Them either, as the video that got struck off of YouTube had a sponsorship in it. A sponsorship that I now had to redo. And when you do a sponsor...
Oh, no. He had to redo his Manscaped advertisement. Oh, my God. So we couldn't promote this one scam because this other scam wouldn't let us. Dude, Manscaped is the worst razors in the game. You're not improving the lives of your fans by... selling the man. No wonder you have 300,000 subscribers and no fans. You're taking Manscaped sponsorships.
In a video, you can't promote any other products because obviously it would take away attention from the product that I was paid to promote. Despite this lack of promotion in my YouTube
videos, see how this works? I mean, these guys are not beholden to the audience at all. They're beholden to the brands. They're beholden to the advertiser dollars. Ballbox doesn't give a shit if you like or don't like the video. If you click on the video, you watch an ad, and you owe him money. So they don't really care. And this is showing what years of abusing your audience is going to do. When you abuse your audience with shitty content, rushed content, your content is rushed because you're including like a fucking bullshit brand at the beginning of it. So you have to rush the content. You don't do research. Eventually, people are going to get sick of your shit. And they're not going to buy your fucking plushie. And that's what we're really witnessing here.
Around 40 loyal fans still ended up pre-ordering a plush through my promotion on Twitter and various other social media platforms. I knew that at this point we would never hit the goal, and these people wouldn't get their plushies, so in order to thank them for their support, I decided to do a giveaway for $500 to one random person who bought the plush.
I love how he's categorizing this.
At this point, we would never hit the goal, and these people wouldn't get their plushies, so in order to thank them for their support, I decided to do a giveaway for $500 to one random person.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. You were thanking them for your support. You weren't trying to entice people to enter into a lottery. No. You weren't trying to entice people into a lottery where if you spend $40, you might win $500. That's not what you were doing. You were trying to thank the people who already bought this stuff. Okay, dude. Yeah, we see through your tricks. You wouldn't be doing these bullshit sponsorships if you had $500 lying around. You know, if you had $500 lying around, you'd just be making YouTube videos without all these sponsorships.
Bought the plush. And I made a follow-up tweet explaining how we won't reach the goal and that this is just a...
Ooh. I already know that I probably won't hit the $200 green light goal for my plush, and everyone who bought one will get refunded. Doing the giveaway through the plush is more of a way to ensure that the hardcore... Oh my god, it's like, dude, come on.
To thank my fans. Around the same time, Ethan Klein made a joke about bombing the Vatican City on his podcast, which, just like the NRA bomb comment from a couple months ago, I defended his right to make it because even...
Yeah, so he's given all this fucking cope. I mean, all this is bullshit. What is so annoying about Boblox, it's like, dude, you can't be friends with Keemstar and H3. Stop trying, okay? It's like, pick a fucking side. You're either friends with Keemstar or you're friends with H3. Pick a side. And the side that he's picking is picking on him. And he's to realize it. So listen to the way that Ethan Klein talks about Boblox. Does it sound like Ethan Klein respects Boblox? Or does he consider him like a Howard Stern style whackpacker? So let's listen.
Against TOS. It really shouldn't be. No one's going to bomb Vatican City because Ethan Klein told...
Oh, good. Yeah, it's great take there. Oh, so death threats should be legal if they're... What?
God would literally never let that happen. So Ethan saw these two tweets and talked about them on his podcast.
Bobby, my boy, tweeted out, "Nobody is going to B-word the V City on behalf of Ethan Klein. Stop being such snowflakes. Let him joke about B-wording the Pope." I wanted to express my gratitude to Bobby, not just for the great sound drops, but for his unyielding support. And so we realized that he's selling a plushie doll, a neckbeard plushie doll, which is pretty brave to actually put this out there, don't you think? With the neck.
Do you hear how he's talking about Boblox? He's like, it's pretty brave that you're putting yourself out there like this. It's pretty brave that you could be the biggest retard in the world and just let the whole world figure that out. You know, it's like, Ethan, what are you? You know, this is not nice. You know, the way he's talking about Boblox is not nice. It's like, Boblox, why are you being friends with this guy? He hates you.
And frankly, there's nothing more than I want to...
Dude, this is... You're the new Jimmy. You know, you're the new Jimmy Lee. You're the new White Claw Gabe. That's you.
Huddle up with a little Bobley doll at night to comfort me. Neck beard and everything. And he's sold only 56 of them, and he needs 200 more. He's tweeted out he doesn't think he's going to hit the goal. This is so sad. Well, I'm proud and excited to announce today, in honor of our boy Boblox, who's the stalwart, most loyal fan, a defender, we are committing to buying right now. Sam is processing the order. 144 Boblox plushie dolls. Let's make this dream a reality. Woo! It's happening. You're my boy, Bo. And now we're going to have 100.
They even said, "You're my boy, Bo." It's like, have you not seen that movie?
40 Bobley plushie dolls all around the office. We got
like Blue is not. If you watch Old School, or what was it? Yeah, it's Old School, right? Where Blue is like it was like the old guy who's like kind of stupid and doesn't say anything, and he's kind of like a freak. You know, he's like the freak that they bring around the college where they could all make fun of him. They get him all fucking lubed up in oil. They make him fight people in the middle of the room. That is what they're calling you, Boblox. They're calling you a fucking, like, dude, this is like what Doc on the radio does. Ethan Klein is like, he is obsessed with Howard Stern. He thinks you're Eric the Midget. That's what he thinks you are.
That's what we're going to do, but it's going to be good.
I know what I'm doing with mine.
What do you do?
This is why I'm watching.
Why? What are you going to do with that?
Oh, nothing. I'm going to hang it up in my room.
Did it go through? So how much did I spend? $4,600 on Bubbly Plushie.
Oh my God!
I don't know if it's the wine, but
4,000.
I feel like that was a great purchase. I feel proud and
4,000.
happy.
Jesus.
Here, you gotta see.
Holy
Send us
shit.
the receipt, would you?
You gotta see his.
Boblex plushie dolls. Let's make this dream a reality.
Wait.
It's happening.
My boy, Bo.
Wait, where's the sound?
And now we're gonna have 140 Bobley plushie dolls all around the office. We're gonna.
Wait,
Who
what the
knows
hell?
what we're gonna do? But it's gonna be good.
I know what I'm doing with mine.
What do you do?
This is why I'm watching.
347.
What are you gonna do with that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
What the hell? This is
I'm hanging
glitched out.
in my room.
Did it go through? So how much did I
This
spend?
plush, this goddamn.
Dude, what?
$4,600 on Bobley.
I've lost control.
Oh my God.
I've lost control of the show. There we go.
Plush that I made with.
Oh yeah, I want to make it where you can see see Bobby. See Bobby. That's what they all call him, Bobby. There we go. Yeah, now you can see him.
Right now, Sam is processing the order. 144 Boblex plushie dolls. Let's make this dream a reality.
Woo!
It's happening.
My boy, Bo.
And now we're gonna have 140 Bobley plushie dolls all around the office. Who knows what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be good.
I know what I'm doing with mine.
What do you do?
This is why I'm watching.
Why? What are you gonna do with that?
Oh, nothing. I'm hanging up in my room.
Did it go through? So how much did I spend?
Yeah, does this seem like something that they're, it seems like they're very unironically your friends, right, Boblox? This is like when, it's like the episode of It's Always Sunny where there's the rich people, they start dating D, and it turns out they're just dating D so they could mock her, where they could show her how disgusting. They want to bring her to the big ball to show all their friends how gross and disgusting this woman they found in the gutter is. That's exactly what we're watching right here. Boblox is a gutter. He's a gutter person. They're making fun of him. They're pointing and laughing. This is supposed to be like a woke PC show, but this is like some ableist shit. They're laughing at a retarded person. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing people make fun of a retarded person, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. I think this is mean.
Oh, nothing. I'm hanging up in my room.
Did it go through? So how much did I spend? $4,600 on Bobley plushie.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if it's the wine, but I
4,000.
feel like that was a great purchase.
Yeah, you won't be smiling. The only reason why Ethan did this, if you look at the look in Ethan's eye, it's a very evil look while he's doing all this. He is not doing this out of the kindness of his heart. He's doing this to cause some fucking problems. When you pay $4,000 to somebody that needs it, all of a sudden they kind of owe you something, don't they? It's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can really trust this Boblox guy because he's getting fucking paid off. You're supposed to make fair videos. Ethan knows this. Ethan is trying to sway the coverage. He's not stupid. This is not good for you, dude. This is not you're really gonna throw your whole reputation away over this really stupid plush doll.
Jesus. Holy
Send
shit.
us the receipt, would you? Let's
What
go to
the
the website
fuck?
and see if it updated. Yes! 201 sold. It's 100% funded. My boy, Bobby. Thank you for your support. Keemstar would never do this for you. In fact, I doubt he's gonna have $5,000.
Dude, yes, if you have autism, you might have a difficult time hearing what Ethan is actually saying. Right? Listen to what Ethan just said right there.
Thank you for your support. Keemstar would never do this for you. In fact, I doubt he's.
That's what it boils down to. Keemstar would never do this to you. He would never buy something for you. I own you. You're going to be friends with me and not Keemstar now. That's what this is. And we're going to see later on, Boblox, he says this is a conspiracy theory. This is, it's a made-up rumor.
$5,000 laying around his broke ass. And just remember, you're the man, bro. And I will let you speak. And I will talk about the allegations, which is that you're a totally...
Okay, so now where does he... Oh, well, they keep going on this.
So what Ethan did there was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing ever for us as the viewer because it's going to cause you nothing but fucking hell.
That you're a totally cool dude.
Isn't it funny? He hasn't even thought up until this point in the video. He hasn't even considered how this is going to be a big problem for him. He hasn't even thought about the fact that Ethan might have, secondary reasons for doing what he's doing right now. He's like, oh no, Ethan's my friend. Oh, he doesn't mean anything bad by it. Yeah, I was just watching the show Dahmer. That, some of his victims had a very similar sort of attitude where they're like, oh, it's just Dahmer. Dahmer's a nice guy. What do you mean, Dahmer? And next thing you know, he's got a fucking drill in their brain, pour acid in there, turn them into zombies. And it's the same. That's the type of stuff that Ethan's doing to Boblox right now.
So what Ethan did there was like the coolest thing ever. I already knew he bought the plushies because I found out from people tweeting about it on Twitter. So my live reaction wasn't like, oh my god, because I wasn't finding out that he bought them all for the first time. But in that reaction clip, and even now recording this, I'm still kind of in shock and in the sense of...
And it's, dude, remember that this guy is sponsored by Manscaped. This guy is sponsored by a razor company. This guy is sponsored by a razor company. Look at his fucking facial hair. Look at his facial hair. This guy's sponsored by a razor company. How many more times do I need to say that?
Clip, and even now recording this...
Does Manscaped know what this guy's fucking facial hair looks like? Can we send... Can you guys be sending Manscaped tweets of this guy's face and being like, Manscaped, you guys sponsor this guy, Boblox. He has the worst facial hair I've ever seen in my whole life. Are you aware that you are allowing this man to sell your razors? You are giving Manscaped a very bad name. This is a bad name. You're making it seem like your razors are ineffective and make you look horrible.
I'm still...
it's like, really, is this the type of guy that you want to be shilling your shit?
In shock and in the sense of it being so surreal because, like, what are the chances of any of this happening? The morning before this stream happened, I was really stressing out about the promotion of these plushes, super worried that people wouldn't be able to get them in their hands, and that I couldn't push 200 in time for the deadline, to the point where I even asked Makeshift to extend the deadline by 10 days. And
notice how he leaves out the very, 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 very key detail of why did Ethan decide to do all that. Ethan did not decide to do that just because of the Vatican tweet. This guy sent some type of a message to somebody. From what I understand, they say he sent a message to AB the day before. It's like, Ethan, please, I can't sell enough plushies. Please, Ethan, you got to help me out. Apparently, that's what happened. I don't really know, but that's the detail that's being left out right here. Remember that. We want to know, why did Ethan decide to do this to begin with? Did Boblox ask? Did Boblox ask, or did Ethan decide to do it? That's what I want to know. And what is the nature of that message? What does that message look like? Is it begging? Is it asking? Does Ethan maybe weirdly owe a favor to Boblox, so he decided to do it? Who knows? But that's the interesting question.
Later that day, all of my stress is relieved when I find out that Ethan Klein, of all people, had guaranteed that these things would ship out. It was a huge weight off my shoulders, it was a super kind gesture, and it was one of the best days ever. Even though he did call me stinky.
My question is, does the doll stink really bad?
Fuck, dude, I'm not stinky!
It looks like he smells from that. I mean, with peace and love.
Yeah, dude, they're calling you stinky. You're a stinky boy. So now we're going to get to the part where... it's like a conspiracy theory, maybe. Let's see what this part is.
That it was because of my tweet about him making the Vatican City bomb joke. This is the reality I'm living in. This is the timeline we've landed on for simply reading and documenting a 5-year-long feud between two middle-aged men online. And now I'm somehow stuck in the middle, with theories being made as to the true motive of Ethan funding my stuffed animals. It's a fever dream and I absolutely love it. It's like if you grew up watching Star Wars and then suddenly you're being...
Listen to how he talks about reality. Listen to how he talks about the truth. It's reality is a fever dream. Ethan did this out of the kindness of his heart. That's the fever dream.
In the next major mainline movie. Anyways, this surreal controversy and discussion around my plushes continued when Keemstar fleshed out his theory on Edwin's live stream.
So first of all, if this dude is trying to be like nice to Boblox or whatever, which I don't I don't understand the angle. Does anyone understand why? The only thing I can get at is like he's trying to, because Salvo was picking on Boblax for not selling the merch. He's buying the merch to like
even dumbass fucking Keemstar has this shit figured out. And then finally, I'm going to get to the end. I'm going to show you guys this is what happens when you don't pick a side. You got to pick a side in all this stuff, okay? You can't be right in the middle. It's going to backfire on you, and it's going to backfire in a tremendous way. So this is Ethan deciding to turn on him. Let's see this.
144 Boblax plushies because I liked an Augie RFC tweet.
Augie says Ethan's trying to speedrun to the second Holocaust, which is really... Yeah, apparently violent anti-Semitism is my fault for a joke. And by the way, Boblax liked this tweet. So Boblax, if you want to use biblical terms, is kind of pulling a Judas on me. Why did Boblax call you a liar? Boblax is the liar. I never lie about Boblax. Yeah, do you guys think I should refund the Bobly?
Isn't this
He's been
amazing?
such a douche. I swear to God, been such a douche.
Isn't this? I mean, there's
Funny.
something so satisfying about this. It's like, oh, yes, because it's like fucking, you know, if you're too much of a pussy to pick a side, you gotta pay your fucking comeuppance, and this is some real comeuppance getting paid.
Like, he makes it super annoying, dude. People are saying refund the plushies. I don't believe he deserves the plushies. You know, he's been a little shit about the whole thing. He's lied about everything. And now he's liking anti-Semitic tweets. People are demanding a refund. Let's do it. Flip them for profit. Yeah.
And so, yeah. And so he is now demanding a refund. So that's how all that ends. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's going to be it for tonight's show. Thank you all so much for stopping by. This has been good. We've been cruising through the topics today. We've had some interesting shit pop up. But yeah, we'll be back soon. I'm going to try to come on in the next 4 days. I'll be back on again. I feel like the last week, there's too much. I went on like 4 times or whatever because there's all this... you know, different drama with Tim Pool, and I wanted to kind of stay on top of it. But now I'm trying to, you know, I think like a good, every 4 days, I think it's like a very nice pace. But yeah, that has been the show. Let's put on some fucking oogum boogum. All right, everybody, take it easy. We go like that, and then we go like this.
Boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your high-hole boots with your hip hugger suit, it's alright. You're out of sight. And you wear that cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. I admit it, girl, that I can dig it. Then I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your bell-bottom pants, I just stand there in a trance. I can't move. You're in the groove. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you? Now go now with your bad self. My baby's casting spells on me.